Oh yeah.
Here we are again. Hail to everybody who's in chat. I think we have like 10, 12 people over there. Don't forget to vote in the poll. It's asking some good questions. Well, oh, good Lord. Look who shows up. Oh no, that's a graphic. So we're glad you're with us tonight. We're glad you're with us tonight. And we're going to be watching episode 4 of Amazon's hit new show, The Rings of Power. Now, we all remember how thrilled we were last week to watch Gladriel ride on the beach with that maniacal look on her face, which launched one of the best memes I think I've ever seen someone make. I am, of course, referring to our run and only Nathan, Amanda Manethrin. Nathan, how are you doing today? You had a big day. You and Stephen Purple had a big day. You guys talk about that, about a good show that you love before we talk about this show. And on chat, I'll bring you in.
We had a great time talking about Cobra Kai 5.
Nathan, you're roboting. Come back in. Roboting, coming back in.
Who knew he was
ahead,
a robot?
Purple.
Well, yeah, we got to talk about Cobra Kai season 5 with the one and only heel versus babyface Az on Purple Valkyrie's channel. It was amazing. I was a little starstruck, I will be honest, but I think we did good. I mean, they did good. I sort of was there, getting told to go cut my hair off because I had hair. But it was a fun time. We had a lot of fun. That's the point.
We did. It was an amazing show, and huge thank you to Steve and to Nathan, and of course to Az for joining. It's so refreshing. It's, as Salty said, to get to talk about a show that's actually fun and that we're enjoying. It was a real breath of fresh air. So thank you, and thank you to everybody who joined us as well. You guys were amazing.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, no, I watched most of that show. It was in between meetings at work. I heard you in the background while I was checking things out. It was a lot of fun, and your enthusiasm was infectious. It was so wild to see Az fired up about a show the way that he was last night. It was absolutely fantastic. And Nathan, you want to go under settings for your camera and reset your camera? Here we are. Okay, so here we are, and we're going to watch episode 4 of this. I think the poll that I asked is relevant because I think what we need to do is ask ourselves, we're going to be at the middle of the season by the time this episode ends. That will be $500 million spent on this show. You all right? You okay? Are you rubbing Purple Valkyrie's back? What are you doing over there?
Yes. She had a long day. She had, it's hard controlling. Excuse me, I'm working on my lighting too. My youngest, I don't know when Nathan got into the sauna. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, he looks good. Good.
Easton has a little bit of a headache, so we're turning down the lights for him a little bit. So that's
okay. Well, that's good. We all love Easton. F's in chat for Easton's headache. He is a great kid, and I love playing Gartic with him. I like hanging out with your son almost better than I like hanging out with you, Steve.
They're better. They're better people than me, so I don't blame you.
How's your audio, Nathan? Nathan, you come bearing graphics. That's one thing we love about Nathan is he's a data guy, and he brings the data to the party. Nathan, I will bring this on screen. Hail to chat. And God, I have so many things going on here right now. We have the one and only Dr. Rachel Lindbergh. I was teasing her the other day, calling her a man-eater, and I was right. Hail to you. Great to see you here, Dr. Rachel Lindbergh. What are you saying? Are we Gladriel we're here? I'm Gladriel that you're here, Rachel Lindbergh, as well as Silent One, who says, this is becoming my favorite comedy horror stream.
Yeah, very good. Yeah,
it's like young Frankenstein without Mel Brooks. Yeah, I know, right?
We may be able to upgrade here too. We're hopefully maybe next watch I'll have my stuff together. We'll have Discord set up. Unfortunately, work got in the way, but we're working on things to improve, guys. We're trying.
Yeah. We're probably going to start that on Sunday. We had some technical issues before the show, and the IRL is, of course. The ire. You guys cover for me. I've got a coffee.
Ryan's here. I'm so happy. My incessant chattering got you. I
Great
pinged
to
the
see
hell out of
you.
him. I was just
Oh
pinging
yeah,
all over the
I'm
place.
sorry. I kind of lost track of time, but I
Dude,
did.
you were working out. Look at you sweating.
Hmm?
You have a
He was out
lady on
riding.
you?
Were you riding horses on the beach again? Gladriel. I mean, Nerdtorial.
Well, actually, no. I'm riding. I was actually riding a horse in the Forbidden Zone. Watching them. I'm watching Planet of the Apes. That's my next project.
Oh,
there you go.
sweet.
I did.
Hail
I did rewatch episode 3.
Oh, why would you do that?
Why?
Here's something I didn't take away from last time. I'm telling you, the end of the episode when Arondir is recaptured and the orc grabs and then he says, "Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty orc!" That just blew my mind every time. I'm sorry. I've been on a roll with these sarcastic rants that everybody's doing online.
This is Nerdtorial Unchained. I really think the Rings of Power and the Nintendo Direct have fried his brain because it's the first time I've ever had him text me, Steve, I need to vent. Can we vent? And I'm like, dude, we got to get it on. So that's coming.
I'm sick of
coming.
Fire Emblem. I'm sick of them. Stop making Fire Emblem games. Where's the Marios? Where's the Metroids?
We'll do it later, buddy.
Donkey Kongs. Sorry.
I'm going to say hello to people in chat if you guys are done spurging out. I'm glad you're all here. Hey, no, stop it. I'm teasing. This is what we do. We tease. Hail to Jacob Ironsides, who also says evening to Dr. Rachel Lindbergh. And Dr. Rachel Lindbergh says, wow, thanks for that, Steve. Total man-eater, but it's not my fault. If you all didn't want to be eaten, then y'all shouldn't be so tasty. Whoa. Whoa, here she comes. Watch out, boys. She'll chew you up. Nobody wants that.
What did I do?
Watch
I was
one
just
of the worst.
Sharing the link to Nerdtorial, man.
Oh, okay. All right.
First now you. Why is everybody picking on me today?
For a lot of reasons. For a lot of reasons, Steve. So yeah, we are ready to roll with the show. We're going to look at a little bit of information. Chad, I'm going to bounce you out, and Nathan, I'm going to let you take the lead on this one. Let me go ahead and bring this bad boy up full screen. There you go. Tell us what we're looking at, and let's watch some terrible television.
So I can't bring
Nathan,
up this article.
you're robotic. Nathan, you're robotic. All right. So Nathan, you're robotic.
We got to figure out why whenever you open another window, you robot. It's very weird. It sucks.
Yeah.
I'm buying you a new mic, man.
Yeah, we're going to... So, Nathan, try and talk to me again.
Okay. Is it any better?
Nope, not at all. We're going to jump you out. Come back. So what we're looking... We'll look at this at the end of the show. It was a story that's been going around today, which has to do with where the first episode of the Rings of Power debuted and what it was up against. It was up against She-Hulk. All right, let's try it without the graphic. Nathan, talk to me.
All right, is it any better?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, maybe if I stop sharing.
Yeah, stop sharing. That'll probably do it.
Yeah, how about now? Is that any better?
Perfect. Yeah. So that graphic we looked at, what was the relevant information? Very briefly, then we're going to start the show.
Yeah. Relevant information is that Rings of Power is not performing as well as She-Hulk. I mean, we know it's not performing as well as House of Dragon, but the fact that it's losing to, I just bought a new suit, and that's my episode, She-Hulk, it's pathetic. And so everything that Amazon's putting out there saying it's doing so wonderful, so great, it's a lie. It's an absolute lie from the pits of hell.
Amazon does not lie.
All the boxes and goodies I've got from Amazon that have Amazon Rings of Power advertisements plastered all over it. Doesn't speak of
it's working.
I threw mine out. I'm so sorry.
All right, guys, we're going to get started. Steve, do you have the episode queued up? We are 2 minutes after 11, and we are watching through the site that we have. And let us know when you're ready for us to go, Steve. So, yeah, what do you guys think in the chat? I am not watching that screen, so I'm going to go ahead and look at the numbers we have from tonight. With 17 votes, we have 6% of the people said that the Rings of Power is better than they hoped. We have another 6% that say, meh, it's all right. 29% say it's boring. And then we have 59% saying it's way worse than I thought it would be. Now, we will check in with that poll as the show goes on. Steve, where are you at? Are you ready to start it? Are you pausing it right there so people can catch up with us? Steve? You're muted, Steve. You're still muted, Steve.
It's not working.
Okay, so where are we at, Steve?
Sorry, I apologize.
Yep.
I was just getting through the terrible title crawl. We're there. So I am now at, let me find it. We are at 2 minutes and 56 seconds.
So if you want to queue up with us, so this is right after the title with the horrible dancing sand that nobody, I mean, come on, dancing sand. 2 minutes, 56 seconds. That's where we're at. Steve, give us a countdown. Remember, when we react to things, let's describe them for the people here, but then also the several hundred people that watch the show after we record it. So welcome to everyone who's in chat. We're going to bring you in. And Steve, give them where we are again. Give them a 3 count. Let's go.
All right. We are at 2 minutes, 56 seconds, and we're going on 3, 2, 1, play.
Numenor.
Volume going
up. The audio, please.
Volume good.
Oh, great! We have the Numenorian queen. Yeah,
she has a baby. Please. There's a bunch of babies in this scene.
The queen that's a lot of babies, and she's
at all. Yeah.
And she's still wearing that fish armor.
Yeah, the blue sequin stuff.
Yeah.
Why is she picking up all these babies?
Oh,
this is a red
bitch
baby.
Is always right.
She's blessing them.
Even that baby doesn't want to be.
Who's she talking to?
Nope.
Like she's walking.
Wow,
wisdom, guide thy steps.
CG.
Oh, the fucking Halo! Give me a break.
Wait, was she mad because the baby started crying? Was she like, shut that baby up? Is that what that was?
Uh-oh, there's a rumble.
Yeah, are you guys getting lagged like I am?
Wind is evil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's wind. The leaves are blown. Right. The white leaves are blown off the tree. Uh-oh.
Yeah. This is a dream.
Pause it.
We're gonna let it. Where did you pause it, Steve? What's the count? Yeah, we were getting a lag because I guess all of America is watching episode 4 of the Rings of Power.
Right. We are at.
Where are we at, Steve?
4 minutes and 7 seconds.
We're at 4 minutes 7 seconds. I'm just making sure my connection is everything that looks good connection wise. So it's not me this time. I do want to mention that we, of course, have this. We have this overused top shot from that's been used since Star Wars. Since the purging of the little ones. I'm sort of tired of this overhead shot. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, it does look like they're walking into the Jedi Temple when Anakin, who's just become Darth Vader, but still has all his arms and legs and stuff, when he walks in with all the stormtroopers. All right, so we're at 4:06. Give them a 3 count. We're going to restart, and let's go.
All right. Here we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to close some stuff. All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Hail to you, Abomination AJ. It's great to see you. Oh, there's the Numenorian queen.
That we see. See the waves. It's a tsunami.
Oh, it's a big tsunami.
It's engulfing the city. Holy crap!
It's like the Ents released the dam.
I foreboding something.
Okay, so what was that? Was that a dream? It was a dream. And yes, I'm going to share this out with you guys.
Maybe it was a vision. Maybe she's a Jedi and she saw the future.
Yep.
That sounded like wishful thinking.
It is the future you see.
Yep. So there's your global warming Middle Earth style apparently that's happening here. And
of course.
Yay.
So so now we're back to Numenor, and people are walking around. Who's that talking, guys?
I think it was one of the guild members that tried to beat up the Sauron.
You mean Halbrand? Halbrand.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally not Sauron. Yes.
Totally not Sauron, guys. Totally not
Yeah.
Sauron.
Hey, that's
Trust us.
what's his name again? For Zoan or something?
Farazan.
Zoan? Farazan.
Farazan.
Yeah.
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 That's his son.
Save the trees. So there's apparently a lot of talky. It looks to be that guy with the gray beard
Uh-oh.
that's hanging out with
This is
him.
the guy
So
that
what's
got
going
beat
on,
up, right?
guys?
Is this
Yeah.
the guy that got beat up by what's his
It
name?
is.
I've lost his name
By
already.
Halbrand, yeah. He's leading a populist movement now. Just saying. Look
Yeah.
at this.
They're unionizing the Starbucks of Numenor right now. That's what's happening.
Who is this girl?
Then there's
Do we know
a
who this girl
Isildur
is?
sister in the front, and she
Oh,
is
is that
not
her?
happy with what
Oh.
she's seeing.
God, this is ridiculous.
At least she's got a nice rack.
Very
Yeah.
true. Yeah, she is well built, bless her, yes. And this is one of the scenes that we saw in the trailer, isn't it, when he's appealing to the crowd?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pulling that up for you guys at home.
This is all over Galadriel. The elf they let roam free and right on the beach and showed the library.
What
of
are
all
they
the
arguing
secrets.
about? Why do we
Galadriel.
care? Why do we care about any of this? Seriously.
It's ridiculous.
What are they fighting about? Can someone tell me what the hell is going on? Seriously. Legitimate question.
That's
They're
what I'm
mad.
trying to figure out, because what is their actual
they're-
problem?
Oh,
She
there's
does have a
Isildur's-
nice rack.
They're mad
Oh,
about
here's the
Galadriel.
scene that we saw.
right in front of a door.
Oh, good.
Trust in me.
Well,
He says, "Trust in me."
Trust in me. Yes.
Thanks, Obama.
Guys, I don't know what the hell is going on here. What is going
Yay.
on?
I'm
Kingdom
with
of
you.
Men.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
They're
means.
mad
Oh,
because
Yeah.
elf.
It's
One
racism
elf
in Middle
is
I
Earth.
shouldn't
ruined
say
their
men,
whole
it's
day.
problematic.
Yep.
Drinks all around again.
So-
Everything ends with drinks all around. That's how
Hey,
you
they're
buy
serving-
people
Yeah,
in
so-
every
They're serving
story
everyone
nowadays.
drinks
all
outside.
around.
Free drinks on
Drinks
me.
all around, and they
Yay.
immediately come out with drinks like they were already prepared.
It was magic drinks.
And now he's hugging. Now he's hugging the jerk.
Yeah, Silent One's got it. It says one elf shows up and and
and
a
she
huge
she
crowd
loves
forms
this
for
guy.
protest.
Yeah. So there's like
Here we go.
mostly peaceful protests in Numenor, apparently. We still don't know what it's about.
And the Farazan's son is talking to Isildur's sister, who doesn't exist apparently.
Yeah.
Farazan,
Oh, I thought he was gonna touch
Farazan's
her
the one
boobs.
that.
He's toasting them.
Is Farazan the one that freed Galadriel and gave her all the secrets and everything?
No, that was
No.
Elendil, I think.
That was a
Which one's Farazan?
Yeah.
He's the one with the gray, the black gray beard.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that was just given the speech.
Oh, is that Farazan?
Okay, so he's in love with her. He looks gay as a $3 bill. I mean, queer as a $3 bill, but he's in love with her apparently.
It's the
Yeah.
McMullen
look,
number
he just
one.
doesn't know yet.
It's so we got more dumb, random
here she
symbolism
is.
for no reason.
She's
Who's
in
here?
her
Oh.
one and they're in their one
yeah.
and only outfits. Yeah.
All she does is have that goddamn scowl. That's all she's in front of the queen, and she's scowling in front of the queen.
After seeing her smile last episode, I'll take the scowl.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
my god, you guys, this is dumb. The show is dumb.
Hey, there's Elendil.
Oh,
He
fuck
got
this
snubbed.
show.
What did it? Stop it right there. Stop it.
Okay.
Stop the
We're
show,
at 9:42. 9:42.
Okay,
We still
guys,
have another hour.
No,
This is gonna be
what
fun.
just happened? What did they just say in this show?
Stop mansplaining.
What?
I thought that they said the lines of "they're divided in leaderness."
Yes, that's exactly what she said. Yeah.
Oh.
Galadriel,
That sounds very. That sounds very.
Galadriel's
Tolkien.
explaining warfare to the Queen of Numenor because they're the tactics or anything. We're everybody.
So why is this relevant, guys? It's relevant
Because that's a direct line out of the original trilogy.
Thank you. It's what Elrond said to Gandalf when they're in Rivendell after they bring Frodo there, who's been stabbed by the Mordor blade, and Gandalf tells Elrond we must put our faith in men. And Elrond says men, scoffs, and said they're divided, leaderless. That exact same line was just stolen, in my opinion, by Payne and McKay, and word for word, and given to the not Gladriel in the Rings of Power.
Word for word.
Will we hear that their allies have grown thin?
Probably. Well, I'm just laughing that who's having this, like, they have the map that they found in the library with all the stuff that they magically found, and now this map is what led them to talk about what, like, I don't understand why they're having this. She's still an enemy of the city. Shouldn't she be? Like,
well, she's been here for 3 days, so she's on her way to take over.
she's won them over with her scowling and furrowing of her eyebrows.
being a bitch, and then sneaking out and disobeying the queen, and then riding a horse and scaring all of us. Let me get to this super chat. Before I do, I want to say hello to the one and only Paul Cook, as well as Punk Waddle. Jacob Ironsides is here. We have Paul Wolfley. Great to see you. Corrine Drake is with us. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Lynn M, I will get to you. This is a $2 super chat from Taker610. Says, will Elf Lover get me banned? No, Elf Lover won't get you banned. I think an Elf Effer, I think we can still get away with that. The thing is I don't know. It's great to see you. This is nuts. Again, they just stole the lines directly out of Tolkien in the Fellowship of the Ring. The words said by Elrond, and they stuck them in this show. Can they do that?
Ooh, that's actually a good idea by Dr. Rachel Lindbergh. Do you guys want me to put on subtitles since we're talking a little bit?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
actually, that would help.
I did not even think about that. Let me put the subtitles on here.
Yeah, I'm like, what the
that
heck
would
are
help
they
a
saying?
lot.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So thank you.
Yep, go ahead and back it up.
So, how far? So I'll back it up to the beginning of that. So okay, this is where they're busting up the
10 seconds, just 10 seconds, and then we got to get on with the show, because as much as I'd love to parse this like EFAP, I do have to work in the morning, and the show really isn't worth it. What is noteworthy about watching this show is the amount of things stolen, whether it be the iconography, and now we're finding the dialogue from a much greater man's works and a much greater writer and director and adapter's works in Peter Jackson as well. How you doing, Steve? You got those pulled up?
We are ready, yeah. So as soon as you're ready, we're back at 8 minutes 57 seconds.
Oh, all right, boy. I will screen cap it, and let's go again. Roll it again, and you guys, this
is going to be a long one of an hour and 2 minutes. So 8 minutes 57 seconds. 3, 2, 1, play.
Here we go.
You vex me, Elf.
You
vex me, Elf.
Yes.
I welcome you as a guest.
You gallop
How
off our
dare you
countryside.
gallop away?
This is terrible. His people.
They're talking about
dying.
Hellbrand. His people are dying.
People.
Don't do that, Steve.
We're getting an echo somewhere.
Elendil's a runic emperor. And he's like just a petty lord, and they just ignore him.
Oh my God! I cannot believe this. All right, pause it, Steve. All right, Steve, pause it. Okay.
I paused it. It takes me a minute to get there, but
chat. I know. Yep, chat. This is what I wanted to show you. This is what is unbelievable. And chat, I'm going to take you out. I'm going to put us over here. You guys, you cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. Look at what they've done. They're scattered, divided, leaderless. Are you kidding me? They don't have rights to use this kind of stuff, do they?
Yeah.
They'll probably say it's an homage. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely an homage.
Homage, yeah. Oh, boy.
Which automatically means that these two words here are the best things that they've written in this episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
boy.
guys. I'm having some display issues. I need to catch up. All right, let's go ahead and start it. Tell everybody where
All
we're
right.
at, and we will
We
start this again.
we are at 9 minutes and 42 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, play.
I can't believe this, you guys. I cannot.
They're talking about
believe
Sauron
this.
now. Use an enemy as yours.
Oh, now she comes here to. She comes there and starts calling on. It's like, who do you think you are, lady?
You gotta fight with me. We have to beat Sauron and claim before he claims their lands and everything.
This is so stupid.
In this court, we hear many proposals. I dare
In
say
this
your
court, we hear many proposals.
urgent business.
And
I
hers
think
is
it's
the most
just
ridiculous.
rooting for these characters, but I can't stand either of them.
No. Well, and to sit there and say that this is the most ambitious one heard in weeks, that I'm like, so a couple weeks ago you heard a more ambitious plan?
So the Numenorean queen, who's a queen of color, tells the white girl no, because we have to do that because what is it? It's intersectional
Oh, what was that
storytelling.
face?
Fuck.
What was
Uh-oh.
that?
Oh my
Shit.
god! Oh
She's
my
pregnant.
god! Oh my god!
What the hell was that?
What the fuck was that? Are you kidding me, Steve? Let's back it up. Let's show
She
it. I
said
want to
she
show
said
it.
That
she
was
got
so
said no
damn
to, so
funny.
she had a little brain
This
battle
show
with
is
herself.
unbelievable.
Let me
We
see
just
here.
saw
Okay, here.
Gladriel have a hissy fit. She
All right.
literally started pouting like a little girl and huffing, going,
She
Purple
had to
Valkyrie,
close her
talk to me
eyes.
about that. Talk to me about that. I swear
Yeah,
to God, she stamped her foot, too.
Yeah, that's not the face that a powerful ancient elven warrior would pull. That's the face of a 12-year-old who's been told you can't have any more sweets.
Well,
That's
yeah,
So
well,
you
and
can
then
pull it back?
Yeah.
Ready to roll it,
yeah.
Steve? Okay.
I did. Well, do you want me to go back even more? Because after this is when she opens her eyes and they get really big because she's now gone from,
Well,
goes from
this is
pouting to anger.
wherever
Yeah.
she has the fit. Wherever she has the fit.
Yeah, this
There
is
she is.
pre-fit.
So-
This is
He
pre-fit. So I'll go
Guys, we're
forward a
going to
little
show
bit.
you this.
Campus.
Okay. We're going to watch this now. So
All right,
go
here we
ahead.
go.
So go ahead and roll it.
All right, here we go.
This is Gladriel being told no by the Queen of Numenor.
Let's stare at her. Oh my god.
Can I have
Steve, yeah.
I don't know.
Fucking dumb.
Oh
What
my god.
what the hell show am I watching? I mean,
Extreme
literally,
close up on
what
pouty
the hell-
eyes too. It's like, what the hell?
I
It's just bad. Cinematography, bad. Script, bad. Acting, bad. Oh, man. It just is so horrible across the board.
I'm
Nathan,
only
you're
10
still
minutes in.
static. Yep, I'm gonna drop you out. Come back, Nathan. All right, let's go ahead and roll it again. Steve, on you. Where are we
All
at?
right.
What's our number count? Give him a 3
We
count.
are at, let me make sure I'm not muted. We are at 10 minutes and 45 seconds. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Awesome.
Oh,
You're right, Dr.
Oh.
Rachel.
Shut up, biatch, is
Oh.
what she just said.
Yep, Gladriel won't take no
Oh.
for an answer.
Oh,
Oh, they're having a girl boss fight over who's
Yeah.
the bigger girl boss.
like,
Gladriel is standing up on a bunch of stairs talking down to the Queen, Numenorian Queen of Color.
oh, there's a
Oh
tempest
my
in her.
god, there's a tempest in me.
It swept me to this island for a reason, and it will not be quelled by you, Regent.
And there she goes, flaring her nostrils again.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Thank
And they
God.
throw her
Just
away.
leave her
Who
there.
slammed the doors? Who slammed the door? What just happened, guys?
And she's
They
neighbors
threw her
with
in
Halbrand.
jail, thank God.
She's been thrown
Sedition.
back into prison, thank goodness. She
Oh,
finally
God.
reached
Somebody
the
just
edge.
keep
What
her
the
there and the
hell
show
is
ends.
going on here?
Uh-oh,
Somebody
we're
did
back in the
something
ship
that made
now.
sense finally. Threw her in
I
jail.
think, I
Shut
think
up.
we're
Isildur's
back on
head's
the
in the
ship.
clouds again.
Why
the
would you
pleasure
have a
of
ship
calling
with
you
no
all
sail in the
shipmates.
middle of it? I'm just curious.
Oh
Like-
no, cadets! Oh!
Aren't you losing most of your wind having your sail like that? I'm just curious.
Yes, you
Hey,
are.
look at that
You're a
sunset.
bigot. You're
Or is
a
that
bigot
sunrise?
and a racist.
Is that sunrise or a sunset? Does it matter?
Does
Paul Wolfley,
who
I
knows?
fully plan on failing in that regard. 100% failing.
Wow, we're seeing a lot of rope. Pull now, cadets, pull. This is so interesting.
Oh,
And of course,
Pulling
they,
rope.
he is
they have
always
them.
right.
On a ship.
Like, why is he? And he lets it
Uh-oh,
go.
a rope got loose. Oh no.
Damn it.
What
Oh,
the
no.
hell?
Oh no. That looked
We see
terrible.
this last episode.
I thought we
What
saw the
looked terrible,
yes.
guys? Tell me, you guys talk about what you're seeing. What
He
looked
stared
terrible?
at the rope and he
The
let it
Isildur
go
let
for
it
some
slip.
reason.
Oh.
Uh-oh. They're calling
Oh,
it deliberate.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's kicked off the
you're
sea
off the-
guard. All three of them.
Wait, so how? So one of them screws up and they all get kicked off. That seems like
Real numinal. The garbage your brother used to spew again.
And those two are pissed off at him.
Your master would only dismiss me.
He thought they'd only dismiss him.
You sorry?
You're sorry? You just ruined our lives. How dare you?
I'm gonna be sick.
Where's that chamber pot? I'm going to be sick. Oh my god, this is terrible.
Where are we getting that echo from, you guys? Seriously.
Since I was big enough to hold his
I'm
ball,
not sure.
I don't know.
is somebody watching through their speakers.
Purple, we're getting it from you.
Okay, sorry.
Now they're fighting in an alleyway. Guys, I don't.
Oh, he's gonna
this,
cry.
The show is terrible.
Isildur's
Yeah.
Isildur's now having a boy fight and he's crying.
He's
and walking
crying.
away.
He's crying in a hallway.
Yeah.
He's
He's
Is that the same hallway
literally
that Halburn got fought
talking
in?
about. They're literally talking about feelings in a New
hallways.
Orleans hallway. That's
oh,
literally
yay.
what just happened here.
Hey, look, it's
Oh, we're back.
Arondir and the orcs.
We're getting it.
Orcses.
Why are we getting that crazy echo, guys?
Yeah.
Adar.
So we're back with a Rondir with the orcs, and there's an orc who's laying on the ground, and it just has something that says sputtering.
What?
Uh-oh,
Now
the
the
orcs
orcs
are all
are
kneeling
grunts.
in a line.
How do you know what the CG or the closed captioning just said? Is the orcs grunt respectfully? I'm going to put that on screen for you. How do orcs grunt respectfully, guys? Seriously,
Is this an elf? Who the hell? This is like Blofeld elf.
Steve, Nerdporial, you need to mute yourself on StreamYards, please.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Yep. So
I thought he was. My bad.
So what's going on the screen now, guys?
Wait, so
Because
is
got
this
so
an
many
orc
things
headache?
going.
The elf is
Good.
putting his hand on the head of that orc on the ground.
Like, is he trying to heal him or show him love? I mean,
Yeah,
this is
does he-
ridiculous.
The orc is
Does he love
smiling and
this orc?
sputtering.
Orcs need
He's-
love too.
He's
Hashtag love.
stroking his temple right here.
Oh,
And then
that's the
stabs
guy
him.
who
Oh,
played
he's crying.
Ned Stark's.
He's crying. He's crying because he
He's
killed
crying.
an orc.
That looks like what's his name from
Ned
Hobbit.
Stark's brother. Ned Stark's brother just killed the orc.
Oh, that's Ned Stark. Yeah, that's Joseph Maul.
It is.
It
It's
is
too bad.
him.
I love that actor, but like, did his eyes turn red when he killed him? Is that what just happened?
I don't understand what's happening here. What is going on, guys? Is that an orc with a dagger? He looks like an elf. What are we
He is
doing? What the?
What the?
I
What
think
is
he is
this
an elf.
goddamn
Hey.
show?
Guys, remember, orcs are people too. Okay.
He's speaking the black speech.
Oh my god!
black speech of
They're
Mordor.
showing tenderness, the tenderness of orcs with a Rondir watching them.
Nampak Uglursha. I just spoke
This
the black
show is
speech of Mordor.
stupid.
We have to feel bad about the orcs dying now too. Oh, he's got
He grabbed like a stone or a shank or
some
something.
rusty thing. Yeah,
Oh.
Rondir grabbed a rusty thing.
Jailbreak.
This is the brother of whomever was that tortured elf. That's like an orc Lives Matter guy. What's his name?
Yeah.
I thought
I-
who's
I don't know who this.
Was it
Who are
Fëanor?
you?
No.
Ooh, he's got a
This is
little
so
puny
stupid.
knife.
Adar.
so. Yeah, this is Adar.
Okay.
This is the guy who the last episode was named after, yet he was not in the episode.
Okay, great.
I
don't care.
This is dumb.
Like,
This is dumb.
He floated down a river. He's telling him about how he went down a river too, and
Why did the
Why do the
orcs
orcs
call
call
you
him-
father?
that's a great question. Why? Why?
And then we get a jump scare
We
with
we
that-
get a
with
jump
this-
scare from
with the ugly Sonic the Hedgehog warg.
like could you imagine Saruman like cuddling with his Urukai?
I'm sure there's been
Okay,
pictures.
so Adar is now saying you've been told many lies. Some run so deep, even the rocks believe them.
Fucking
Oh, that
shit.
sounds like allegory to
It's-
me.
Yeah,
But that's like the rock doesn't know how to swim because it always looks down type of
Like,
stuff.
like
It's
is
such
this
a-
supposed to be the not as evil elf that didn't turn full orc? Like, aren't orcs evil elves?
Yeah.
Isn't that-
Elves, they were once
unless
elves.
it's the rings of power, and then they're not.
Yeah, because elves, like, they're trying to make us care about the orcs because they were elves once, and this guy is I am better than you because I am not full orc, but I love orcs because they were elves once. This is stupid. This is
Sorry, Purple. I think your audio issues are resolved.
so now he's sending, of course, Arondir Mr. Plot Armor, so he will be plot armor for this whole show. They're sending
Okay, what
him
did they
back.
just say?
They're sending him to the watchtower, back to his watchtower, to deliver the message of, what happened to his brethren.
What
So-
happened to his brethren?
They all got killed there. Those are his brethren were the guys that got killed by the other orcs at the end of episode 3
Oh, okay.
for trying
Oh,
to
look.
escape.
W-
Oh yeah,
We have Bronwyn's cleavage. Bronwyn's cleavage is back. The one bright spot on the show.
best part so far.
We haven't seen her.
That and Gladriel's
Seriously.
scowl. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's true.
Look at all those people.
Man, she
So many people.
God, this is just
Boom, can't
dumb. And the scene looks exactly like from the Two Towers when they're going to Helm's Deep. Exactly the same iconography. I will bring it up for you guys. It is just, this is bitch made. It is basic bitch made cut and paste. It is obnoxiously so. Look at this.
They're arguing about what they're going to eat.
What?
And Bronwyn's
Have you
calling the
guys
shots.
noticed
And
that
they're like, shut up.
Have you guys noticed any scene where there's a woman, they take the lead every time?
Every
It's-
time.
Of course they
getting
do.
tiring.
It's intersectional storytelling. Of course they do.
Of course,
I
that's,
shouldn't
that's
say
what
this.
they're there for.
I shouldn't say this, but Theo's face really bothers me
Why, Steve? Talk about why.
because he's just like all scrunched up, and he's like, I don't know. It's really just his face. It has nothing to do with the character. I shouldn't say it, but he's got a face that
Oh.
needs punching.
That and these
Yeah.
two are supposed to be mother and son, and they look nothing alike.
Yeah, they don't. She looks like she's his big sister. Seriously, I'll
They
show
make
you
it
guys
harder.
what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
she does.
Yeah.
So what's her name? Broom. I want to call her Broomhilda, so I will. Just
Bronwyn.
It's
Theo.
Bronwyn.
Close enough.
Broomhilda.
Brunhilda.
Bromhilda.
look
The
at-
problem
look
with
at
that, the problem with that scene though is you have the boy telling the men what to do, and you have the woman telling the men what to do, and the men are just stupid.
Yeah. There you
Yes.
go. Oh.
Oh, then we
gotta
see the
hide
sword. We see the
sword
evil sword
killed all
again.
the sheep. Sorry, Ninforio. I'm sorry.
And then there's
We
there's,
describe what's happening on the screen, please.
And then there's
So what I wanted to
Theo.
show you, the
There's
mother
Theo
and
and his
this
buddy.
is the mother and son. Absolutely not. It looks like a brother and sister. That's all we're getting there.
Go ahead, Ninforio.
So
And then we see Theo and his buddy moving
Are they,
a
are they
wheelbarrow.
stealing
a
food?
wheelbarrow.
There might be more food.
Yeah, they're stealing food.
We're getting the echo again, guys. This show is so
and-
boring.
So the one boy doesn't want to go into a tavern, so Theo now is going to be brave enough to go into the tavern as they're trying to get food for everybody else.
Oh my
horse's
god!
head.
What?
Ugh.
What are
This
they?
is what I mean by keeping your friends close and your enemies closer.
Oh, they're afraid of the orcs.
Oh
Is that
my
what they're
God.
afraid of? They think the orcs are just hanging out playing dice in here or something. Is that why they're
I don't
scared?
get it, guys. I just don't get this.
Yeah. So Theo is now in the inn where they were before.
And
This
the
is where
camera's
Ephor-
very low. The camera's
Isn't
very
this
low.
where the? Isn't this where they
Hey,
Hey,
escaped from
Sarah
before
Garian, nice
Nerporeal?
to see you.
Isn't this where they escaped from before Nerporeal? Is this?
No,
is
it's
this where
a tavern. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Same-
he's
same
now
town.
picking up rice off the floor because everybody loves floor rice. I know I do.
Something
Yes,
moved.
absolutely.
Shadowy.
Moving
Something
shadows.
moved.
Ooh, shadows.
Oh, the door closed.
Oh, this is just so dumb. I
Rowan,
don't
is
give a
that
shit
you?
about any
Ro-
of these characters.
Rowan, did you not see something
the
walk
light
behind
went out.
you?
The clouds are covering the sun.
Run, coward, run!
And Rowan
Leave your
is
friend.
leaving him behind.
Yeah,
What a
the white
jerk.
boy
Great
is leaving the
friend.
multicultural boy.
He's dropping
by
all the
himself.
food.
Rowan's
Uh-oh.
blocking it.
Flash across the camera.
Oh God, here we go. When did we get to
Oh,
a bad
Jesus.
horror? Is it Chucky?
Oh.
Please be Chucky.
Oh,
This
it's
is
definitely
so
Chucky.
sneaking around.
It's definitely
Stupid.
Chucky.
This show is just, who gives a shit about
Chucky
this show?
orc.
Oh, there's
There's
another
an orc.
orc. What
And
in
he's-
the fuck? I'm
he's-
sorry. Oh shoot.
He slashed the bag of rice.
Thanks.
The
Thanks a
orc
lot.
the orc licked his dagger. Young
Yep.
blood.
Yep, licked his dagger.
Did he even cut him?
He shows the Sauron
Oh
sword.
my
What
God.
did he just
And
stabbed?
the sword is
Oh,
is,
shut
is
the-
forming black smoke
Oh
and
my God.
fire.
Guys.
the orc's like,
Oh.
no, give it here.
Give it here.
Oh, no.
The sh-
And he runs away and he
God.
kicks the door open and
Dude,
And-
he sounded
and
like
please.
What was
Who
that?
he's
ran
like,
away,
I found
guys?
it. I found
Theo
it. It's
ran
a boy.
away
He has
with the
hilt.
sword. Wait, he's the orc's out in the sun.
Get in
All of
the
a sudden,
well.
not affected by the sun.
How'd he get in the well so quick?
He's Superman. He jumped.
Yeah,
So-
Theo
In the
just
well,
dived
so
into
with
the well.
the other
is in the
orcs
well.
around there.
They're
He
like,
jumped
nobody
into the
sleeps
well.
till he's found.
He's in the well, and none of the orcs around the area saw him jump into the well.
And the orc
visual-
drank. The orc drank
Stuff is
from the
just horrible.
bucket and spit on Theo, and then dropped the bucket on Theo's head. It's like
Where's
a
it going to
Three
be
Stooges
now?
moment.
Did he jump out? So now so he got hit in the head. Where's it going to be now?
And he's like,
He's
I got
gone.
you, and he's gone.
He's
Don't know where
under
he
the
went.
water, right?
He's either under the water or I don't know.
Right. Which would be amazing because he didn't make a sound, and the
Yep, he's
water
under
was
the water.
amazingly still.
There were no waves. Yeah, nothing. Well, that was a stupid. We could have done
Good
without that.
Grief.
Is this a
my
Region?
God.
So, one of the
Yep,
things we didn't describe to you,
Region.
one of the things we didn't describe to you was the fact that Theo had that blade out, and the sword fully sort of snapped out and like formed from smoke into a Mordor blade. And
Oh, I
and
said
that's
that.
when the orc said, "Give it to me." It's insane.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it is insane.
And then he slashes him and then the orc runs away like a bitch.
Well, didn't he stabbed himself in the arm to make the sword grow? So, like, the sword eats blood. Is that what we're supposed to think?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It sounds like a video.
Well, I think the orc sliced him, and so they have that. But it's just it's stupid how that blade is supposed to work. It's not how it actually does, and they break the physics of Middle Earth period with this.
So right now, Celebrimbor and Elrond are drinking tea. I'm assuming it's Earl
Yes.
Grey and hot.
Yeah, and looking at Tinder or no Grinder apparently. So
And here's a problem with this scene too, because they were just talking about the forge that is halfway done outside. So how what's the time context of things occurring? You've got this stuff occurring within 2 days, and Halbrand and Galadriel
Yeah.
over in Numenor
Yeah.
for 2 days,
Yep.
and they're on
Yep.
the migration with the hobbits for 2
Yes.
days. You know, it's
oh
so
Christ,
stupid.
we're back to Disa.
What,
Disa
Wait
and
a minute.
Elrond.
Elrond is back in Khazad-dûm? I don't know.
That's what I was gonna
Quick.
say.
They're neighbors.
He took the subway.
She laughed.
I don't,
Giggle.
dude. Elrond being all giggly and stuff, I don't like it.
Okay, once again, the dwarf perspective ratios are wrong. Yes, I know you guys want images of it. It's just, this is like the dwarves are just comedy. She's playing it like it's a Broadway show.
She's singing the song.
I will
Yeah.
give you a perspective shot that shows you how bad the dwarves are rendered in this show. It is simply stunning. Look at this.
Calling a dwarf dishonest in her own home. The recipe for strong.
So look at this. That is not a dwarf. That is a
Why would you be
this
preparing
show $1 billion for this.
2 full days to descend?
Purple,
Kids
can
are
you
singing.
mute in StreamYards? Go ahead.
Kids are singing.
Because the corpse he's mining isn't it is fried. I'm making motel stew because it needs a whole life.
Ew, motel stew. Ugh.
Outsiders such as you. Dwarven climbers like my husband can make the descent to Paul's Chasm in just a few hours. Was there anything else you wanted to ask about, dearie?
He's got no questions
You guys
for her.
describe what's going on here. Disa and him are talking about
Hey.
what? I mean, what was the point of any of that?
I don't know. We see another.
I mean,
we see another stream, and we see more of Khazad-dûm, and now Disa and Durin are talking on the bridge.
I'm still trying to get it wrapped around my head how he's back as a
I don't know.
Doom. He was just talking to Celebrimbor.
His
I gotta get there.
Numenor. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, that's how hard it is to follow this show, guys. It's literally that hard. It makes no goddamn sense at all.
He's stating why he loves Disa and why he married her instead of someone else.
I don't care. I really don't care. Yeah, I'm going to bring this one back up, Nerdscape. You're not wrong.
Boy.
Yep, fake Irish brogue is right. Why do we
Close
have to
of
look up?
Elrond.
Why are we looking at his mouth?
It's like 2001: Space Odyssey.
What?
Why is-
What the fuck am I? What?
Well, why? So Galadriel
What?
won't stop frowning, and Elrond won't stop smiling. It's really getting me uncomfortable.
The dwarf perspectives continue to be completely unreconcilable. There are moments when they're standing behind Elrond where they look to be about his height, and then they do this thing where they shrink him. Whenever the dwarves move, they magically kind of shrink, but they're still not in perspective. They're still man, shoulder, broad-sized when they go by.
I saw that
I don't
too.
have words. I mean, I'm not making this stuff up. I'm not being a dick. It takes you right out of the moment. Not that you're in the moment to begin with.
Oh,
Christ!
he hears
You
wind.
got another arc?
He's in a room and he hears
Yeah.
wind.
I think
is he
he's
gonna
about to
find the
go watch a
magic door?
gospel song.
Is this where
Yeah.
he finds the magical secret door that has the key to everything in it?
Yeah, the MacGuffin door.
Yeah. Is this where
What about
the
the-
dwarf
I
chest
think-
is?
Polish
What
your
the
gems
hell?
and gold. I have no idea what he's doing.
He just did SOS on the frickin'. He just did frickin'.
Yeah, he
what,
did
that-
SOS. He just
did-
did SOS on the
Uh-oh.
door.
This is a Zelda moment.
Yeah.
So now we have the magical bullshit door of Khazad-dûm. Only Elrond.
Dude, because he
Oh,
heard
da- da-
wind.
da- da- da.
Because he heard wind behind the door. He knew, like, where's the wind coming from?
So the
Like,
question
yeah,
is, does
let's
he find a
Once you're
secret
in there,
treasure
where's
in
the
here?
wind?
Where's the treasure chest?
Where's the Herulian shield?
Where's the-
Where's it
God,
at?
I hate this.
Where's the
Or is
booby
it the-
traps?
Is the master sword in here?
Well, Bronwyn's got nice boobies.
Watch out for Ganondorf.
Okay.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
So
Oh,
Durin just came
Jesus.
in and said, "Came to spy on me, elf." Wait a minute. Pause it.
All right, pausing.
They found, is that Mithril?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's gonna be
God.
Mithril.
Khazad-dûm
So
is tiny
what-
too.
what-
By the way. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
So what I want to show people is this completely, absolutely insane perspective
Jesus.
shot. In chat, I'm going to take you out on this one because we need to look at this thing.
Yeah.
Durin has never been this size.
He
Not in
looks so-
one scene. Not in one scene has he been this perspective
What the
with
fuck?
Elrond?
Like, it's
Now
so weird looking.
magically he's a hobbit. Now magically he's a hobbit. But the last dwarves who went by had shoulders that were broader than Elrond's, and they were just a little bit shorter than him. I don't get this show.
Who looked at
made
this and
this
said,
show?
"Yeah"? Who looked at this and said, "Great job"? It looks so freaking weird. I mean, it looks weird, like incredibly weird looking. Like, what am I
Yeah.
looking at
Well,
here?
And the lighting blends them into the background too, so you can barely make out anything.
Well, that and these two are
This is
supposed to be
poor.
having a conversation, and he's not looking. He can't. You can tell that obviously they're not in the same scene. He's not even making eye contact with who he's
No,
supposed to be
they're
having a
not.
conversation
He's
with.
looking at the
Purple's
wall
correct. Oh my
behind him. You're
gosh.
right. He's looking at the wall behind him. You're so
Oh
right.
my
It's like
gosh.
he's looking at somebody. He didn't even bother to look down and pretend he's talking to a dwarf. You could tell he's looking straight at the wall. Oh my
What do you
God.
want to bet they CG'd his shoulders downward?
Well, look at his arms. Look at his arms in comparison to the rest of his body. His torso is still elongated. He's still human shaped in size. The physique and proportions of him are a human who has been shrunk down. That's all. Like not like compressed like they did with the hobbits in 20 years ago, like they did with Gimli and the dwarves, like they did in the Hobbit. It's just literally somebody's like, I'm going to reduce this human being. I'm just going to reduce the scope and scale of them next to a human being. That is all this looks like, guys. This is trashed here. How the hell Peter Jackson made what he did 22, 21, 20 years ago with the 3 movies, and these people with $1 billion do this. It's fucking embarrassing. And it's like, you can't even look at this. I mean, I stopped thinking about this Tolkien a long time ago because it's not. But as a generic fantasy show, this is one of the worst things I truly have ever seen. It doesn't have any charm. It doesn't have any character. I don't give a shit about what's happening. And here's the thing, I can't follow what's happening because it makes no sense.
That's exactly it right there.
Nerdporial, tell me what you
know.
think. You're a nicer person than I am. Then let's go to Steve Purple and Nathan. Let's restart this terrible show.
I think his brain broke. Nerdporial. What do you think, buddy?
Oh, this looks bad. This looks terrible.
Well, it's like Salty,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. I mean, it's like I don't even know what we're doing. I don't know why we're doing it, and I don't know how. It's like, you know, some of the things are so jarring. I mean, we immediately, I'm pretty sure every single one of us here thought the same thing. Elrond was talking to Celebrimbor, and all of a sudden he's back. Elrond's in Khazad-dûm. It's like,
Fast travel.
is something? What the?
Yeah.
How the did he get back? Like, they were back-to-back scenes, and it's just like, who edited this that thought that was a good idea for him to be in one place immediately and then the next place, the next scene? It's jarring.
Right. Well,
and you
but
have no
they
idea
did
what's
that,
going on.
and they did that back in the second episode when they walked just around the corner from Eriador to get to Khazad-dûm. So they've already established that that it's possible. So why the hell not?
Westeros Express. We're on the subway. We got the Middle Earth subway going here. Oh boy.
Purple, what do you think about this? Now that you're seeing this with us and watching it with us, are you clamoring for the overpriced hot toys that are going to be coming out for this? What is your feeling about this?
Oh,
what are
I
you looking at?
absolutely can't wait to put a Scowling Galadriel up on my shelf. Yeah, indeed. It's bizarre. And the pacing of this episode, once again, is completely off. We're going from very slow exposition scenes to action scenes that don't last, back to long exposition scenes. And as Nerdpur and Steve said, we've got characters teleporting from different parts of the world just to be in the next scene.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's man.
And we have feelings in hallways, quite literally.
Yeah.
Isildur crying in a hallway with his buddies.
And it's
More crying.
uninteresting. I mean, Cobra Kai had feelings in hallways, and that was way more compelling. Because we care about the characters.
Yeah, I think we've had 3 male quick characters crying in this episode so far.
Well, Elrond won't stop smiling. Stop it. Like he's just all he does is smile and make little smiley faces at whatever. It's like stop.
He just
Get mad
doesn't
or
have the.
something.
He doesn't have the
He's a savvy
gravitas of.
politician.
He doesn't have the gravitas of Hugo Weaving's Elrond.
Not even
They're
close.
not the same. They're not the same character.
No, and I'm going to give you an example on the screen. Look at him. Look at him with those ears, and look at that smile. What am I looking at, guys? And then we got to watch this. Tell me this is Elrond.
No.
Knife ears.
He looks like he should be bagging groceries and being overly nice, if you know what I mean.
His hair color isn't it? Like that's the other thing. It's like Elrond's got black hair.
Yep.
Like what are we doing?
I heard someone say that it was a 1990s Ellen DeGeneres haircut.
It is.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait a minute. Let's go in a little closer. Look at him.
It's Ellen.
Yeah.
I can picture him in a pantsuit.
Oh my gosh, Nerporo's making another face. Let's get on it.
Guys, we gotta watch this damn show. There's more stupidity to come. Let's go ahead and tell people where we're at. Give them the countdown. Let's restart this. I want this to be over. The show is terrible.
All right, so we're at 40 minutes. We're at 31:19. 40 minutes left to go, guys. Strap in. And gal, sorry.
Oh God. 40 more minutes of this shit. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Oh my God. I want to ask, are we going to see a horse? All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, man. Oh, we get echo again. I don't know why.
He cares about Durin.
So,
he doesn't care what's in the treasure. He doesn't care about the treasure.
Thank you.
Or secrets.
Yeah. And the
Durin's
dwarf just believes him.
And there's Durin looking confused.
Yeah. And suddenly,
Search your
like
feelings,
a human, he's
Durin.
on his knees.
Durin needs an oath.
Nathan.
Okay, why is that such a big deal if he means it? Like, it should be real quick to make an oath. No problem.
Hand to the mountain, you'll never breathe as much as a whisper.
Why would that oath mean anything to Elrond, though? Like shouldn't we be saying, like, some sort of elven oath?
Well, they're making up some bullshit dwarven oath, like the dwarves will hunt you down until you're Middle Earth or whatever. Do you swear at Elrond?
Like,
it's dumb.
This is stupid. And like his face is like, oh, this is serious business. It's like, okay, oaths are serious business, but this is so stupid.
He walks up to him, puts his hand on the stone.
Touches the mountain.
He swears on
the name of his father. Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, baby.
That's pretty much what it
tells
says.
it soon.
There's the treasure chest.
Oh, it's the chest. The mystery box 1. Mystery box 1.
All right. What is he pulling out?
A
new aura. So they're calling Mithril a new ore, lighter than silk, harder than iron, as weaponly it would best their proudest blades.
It's dearer than gold.
Species?
How is it catching the light?
I don't know.
It lights from within. A new era.
Yeah, and I'm sharing it with you for some reason.
Why the secrecy?
Because, you daft idiot, everybody would come for it.
Because it's perilous to mine.
Oh, here we go. They'll delve too deeply and yada yada yada.
Here we go.
The king restricted this, so his papa.
It's perilous though. There's a vein of it right in the wall here.
Yeah.
Which he found because of the wind that doesn't exist in this room.
Guys, I'm going to go back to the live chat. Those of you that are lore experts, I'm assuming Mithril was a thing in the first age. Because the first age was actually a much higher and more advanced civilization, at least with Númenor and Khazad-dûm. The second age was almost living in an apocalyptic wasteland after what happened after the Great War. Is that fair? Thank you, Sarah Garian. Thank you very much. So they're just pulling this shit out of their ass.
Oh my God. I came because I am a sap.
I miss you. It's been 20 years.
We're having a bonding moment. They're bonding.
Okay.
He
Oh,
gives
so
him
now
the
he's
ore.
giving him the. Now
he
he's
gives
giving
it.
it to him.
But
Token
it's going
of,
to end
it's a
in
token
his
of the
ears.
friendship.
But he's going to give him.
Thank you, Nosferatu. Thank you, Nosferatu.
What?
Uh-oh,
So
there's rumbling. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
all of
The
that.
mine is collapsing.
my
Oh, no.
God. So
Oh.
Get out.
Oh,
Four
God.
dwarves down there. Holy
There's
crap.
been a mine
is this now
collapse.
that Cuban movie where they have to go save the
So yeah,
Cuban
we need to
miners?
describe what we just saw. Yeah, there was like a cave-in, although it wasn't. It was like bad stagecraft on an off-Broadway
We just saw a lot of
play.
dust. We just saw a lot of dust.
There was a
and
lot of
nothing else.
dust
Yeah.
and camera shaking. Let me take
Oh.
this super chat from Daniel, who I believe was in Zurich today. Hail to
Ooh.
you, Daniel. For $4.99 says, first example of fast travel
Uh-oh.
I recall is JJ Trek movies, which were just flashy set pieces and no story, no distances, is a sign of bad storytelling. I agree with you entirely about that. Middle Earth is about the journey between places. This goddamn abomination has no time to tell stories. It has exposition to dump and women to scowl at you. Hail to you, Daniel. Thank you so much for that super chat. You're awesome.
Well, we spent a good chunk of this episode with made up characters that don't exist between Theo and
Yeah.
Isildur's. Is that Isildur?
Oh,
Isildur.
she's just a
his
bitch. She
sister,
never
yeah.
so describe what's on screen, guys.
Galadriel
Galadriel's
is
in prison.
pacing a hole in the floor.
Yeah,
in her prison
she's
cell.
even behind bars. She's a bitch and huffing and puffing behind bars.
And Hellbrand's talking to her.
She just never stops scowling. That's all she does.
Oh no, don't.
Oh,
so she's of course
God.
demeaning
Oh.
Halbrand. He's an idiot.
Yeah. So they're really inferring that Galadriel is a true warrior and that she knows all about war, but she doesn't know her way around a courtyard
Or
and
politicking.
royalty. That is
Yeah,
literally what this show just said.
Yeah,
Literally.
Yeah, Galadriel can't politic, but she's the best swordsman ever. That's basically what they're saying. Yeah. And is Halbrand going to teach her how to be a better politician? Is this what really is happening?
I hear he's going to teach her to be a Jedi.
Oh,
First.
sweet! I'm there for it.
Yeah.
Now we're talking in between the jail bars about nonsense. Yeah, there you go.
He's
Tell her,
telling her you
Halbrand.
suck.
Halbrand just called her an idiot.
Yeah.
You
Good
tell
job.
her, Sauron.
Mansplaining.
Mansplain.
Best part of the episode right there.
I wanted her to fight for your people, the Southlanders.
Yeah. You shouldn't be demanding anything.
So there's your Galadriel look of the whole episode. That's pretty much it. Is contempt and disappointment. Right there. Contempt and disappointment. All right, so they're still arguing between the cells, between Halbrand and Galadriel. The queen has just made a decision.
So wait, so is
They're
the
gonna
queen? So are they inferring that the queen regent has killed the king, or the king isn't there? So we have literally a Denethor situation
Regent.
going on here.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening. They're just recycling the storyline.
So the queen regent is now Lord Denethor, who has power over Numenor, but doesn't want to give it up, so is hiding the king is dead. Fantastic.
All she does is scowl. This is all she does is scowl. Every scene is a different scowl.
Oh, fuck off!
Oh,
I'm sorry.
What just happened?
Sorry.
She's manhandling all these knights.
Now
You guys just pause it. Pause
She
it. Tell me
threw
what just happened.
all the soldiers in the cell.
Yep.
This is so stupid. Oh my god. In one,
Let's show it.
These are
Go ahead and
three
back it up,
trained
Steve.
soldiers.
Back it up,
Oh my
Steve.
Okay, I'll back.
goodness.
Three
Yep.
trained soldiers in full armor
Yep.
just got outdone by a freaking little tiny elf in one movement.
That's close enough. Let's go.
You want me to play it? All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Playing.
let's go. Wait. I'm not sharing it yet. So,
Okay, sorry. You tell me when, sir.
yeah.
It's demeaning.
Wow.
It's silly. It's ridiculous.
Okay, go ahead and mute. Go ahead and mute it.
All right, sorry.
No, it's all right. It's a lot. All right, go ahead and
Right.
play it. So we're showing you guys
Right, here we go.
live now.
Playing right
Yep.
now. Well, I mean, just watch this. This is ridiculous.
I
amazingly
don't have
stupid.
words. Okay, that's a little far back.
Pause. I'm gonna pause it a second. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize it was so far back.
Yeah. So maybe move it up just a couple seconds, and
Well, we're getting into it right now. Yeah,
there,
it was.
There you go. That's fine.
Right.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
So here's the guard stepping forward. Okay, let it play, Steve.
Okay.
So look at her. She's standing in front of them.
and Halbrand's like, hey.
Look at all she does is bitch and scowl. That's all she does. And then look at her. She grabs both of the men. And
all three of
throws
them
into the cell. All three of them.
Right. And we don't even see it all.
The one guy backed into the cell.
He just ran into the cell.
Warrior Gladriel. It's not just a meme. It's what she is. They're inferring through Halbrand that she knows nothing of courtly graces. She doesn't know how to be a diplomat. Gladriel does not know how to be a diplomat.
Oh, man.
She only knows war.
So, and now after this, now are we supposed? She's now openly attacked 3 Knights of Numenor. Are we? He's going to take her right to the Queen Regent instead of putting her back in jail where she belongs.
Probably. Yeah. Let's watch this goddamn show.
Right,
I'm so sick of this.
Here.
This is utter trash. The show is a joke. You can call me all the names you want. You can call me misogynist. You can call me a racist. This show is complete and utter garbage. It is an abomination. What's our count, guys?
We are at 38:37. I've turned the sound back on. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, playing. This is so stupid, man. Like,
and she got
her little face.
She smirked,
and he just lets her go.
Yep.
He just lets her walk. Like what? Like, oh my god, dude. Oh, so
there's
now
Isildur and his sister that doesn't exist.
Is he still crying? He's still crying.
He's still upset.
He broke up with his boyfriend.
Okay, so he's gonna flirt with this girl.
Grief.
No, they're brother and sister.
Oh my god,
that's his sister.
We've got a young adult love story thing. This is stupid.
Oh, they're brother and sister, right, Raporo?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Okay, yeah. This isn't gay. This isn't House of the Dragon. Okay.
Who knows? Who knows?
She figured out that he got let go.
Ooh, okay.
West,
it's good that
man.
you got.
West.
It's good that you suck. For whatever reason, yeah, you ruined your friend's life. The captain of the ship just kicked 2 able-bodied sailors off for no reason. Yep.
They have absolutely destroyed that whole family's story. Good. Fuck this show.
Yeah, I mean, good lord. It's the elf. She's escaped.
She's escaped.
So now the
elf is escaped.
The elf is escaped.
We have a chase scene. We've got a Gladriel Benny Hill chase scene in progress.
And Isildur is smiling because the elf escaped for some reason.
Yeah, Isildur is happy about that.
They've dispatched the useless guards. She jumped in a window or something.
She broke in the palace. Look at her.
And she broke
Gladriel just was
She's
a ninja.
still wait. I have to pause it. I have to pause it. I'm sorry.
She's a ninja.
She was in
jail. Talk about what just happened. She's a ninja.
She jumped in a roof. So we don't know how high this is yet. But if you will, she has her knife. So that we're supposed to believe they put her in jail with her knife. What the fuck? I'm sorry. Wait, what the heck? I apologize. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You said fuck so many times already. It doesn't matter.
That's my third. That was my third. That's my third. I'm done. I'm out.
6. That's okay. No. It's okay. But your point is well taken. This is just like Wheel of Time. Episode 3 was the bait and switch. In 4, it's fully pedal to the metal. And it's exactly what's happening here. Gladriel is a ninja. She's Conan the Barbarian. She's stealing lines from Elrond in the Fellowship of the Ring. She can sneak daggers into a prison. I know she has orifices, but that dagger doesn't have a sheath. Just saying.
Are we gonna find out how high up? Are we gonna find out how high up this window is? She jumped
several hundred feet. I mean, the point about this all is. The point about all this is that it's not about suspension of disbelief anymore. It is about suspension of brain cells. The show doesn't tell you how and why people get places. It has them just arrive. I've said it before. The show was written as a series of disconnected scenes. Each one of these scenes is featuring a particular characteristic that has to happen. It's ESG scores. Every scene, you can see it and everything. Now we've got Warrior Gladriel. Again, she just can sneak into the queen's bedchamber because she's magical super lesbian elf. I don't know, but this show makes no goddamn sense. And here's the thing, I don't think they care. They don't care that it doesn't make sense. It has reached the point of utter absurdity. We cannot take this show seriously at all. Even to review it, the things that are so wrong with it, I'm not going to go down the list because it dignifies the show as having a clue already. And Teresa, Miss Martin muses, you know I'm losing my mind over this. I know that you're losing your mind over this too. But the show is trash.
Well, and
The
of
show is trash.
course, the window she goes in happens to be the right one. This isn't her city, so she's just happened to find the king's bedchamber. The queen just happens to be there. I thought they were taking her to the queen for an audience or something. So why is the queen here? She just
She
happened
took
to
herself
find.
to the queen. Yes.
Yeah, it's like, come on, like what the, whatever. Like once
There's
again,
no story.
Numenor is very tiny. You can find anything with just by using the Force apparently. Oh,
I
God.
don't have words. Steve, give him the time
Right.
count. Give him a 3 count.
We're at
Let's try
40.
and
We're
get
at 40
it.
25. 40 25. Going to start in 3, 2, 1. This is going to be great.
This is terrible. This is a terrible,
Gasp.
terrible thing.
So the king is
Sick.
dying.
Oh
Dead.
my God! Just like Theoden.
How do you know that I would come here?
She's telling her you'd be wise to leave.
The queen's so sick of her, she's given her a boat to get off the island.
Yeah. And now the king's going to say, no, she's got to stay, right? Is that what's going to happen?
So his name is Tar Palantir. The
Yeah,
king?
Tar Palantir.
Looks like
Yeah,
John
it's-
Hurt.
It looks like Santa Claus
Yeah.
in a
John
mixed
Hurt's-
race marriage.
But John Hurt's dead.
It's okay, Father. So he's in pain. No, I
Oh,
don't forgive you.
Do
Get
you
off
think
my
an
island.
alien will pop out of his chest? Maybe that's why he's sick.
What's it matter?
Well, it looks like John Hurt. I'm just saying, Alien's a great movie.
So they're having dialogue.
And it's time for truth
It's time
between
for
us?
truth between us.
No.
Yeah.
So what?
So
Because you're
your
biatch.
Gladriel's telling her your father was loyal to the elf ways.
It's either the elvish ways or the highway.
Why would she listen to her? Why?
I don't
So
know.
now
Because-
they've made up.
Because the
Now
script,
they're besties.
because the script requires.
Yeah, now they're
them.
besties. Yeah, exactly. Nerdporia, you're right. Now that's because it's two strong, independent women, one of color and one of desperate need to get laid. Just like I don't get the show. This
You must
is this what
repent.
people's?
Is that
this what
that?
people
Wait,
feel?
wait. Did you see the sword?
Yeah, I did.
Was that Narsil?
Go back
Was
to
that-
it.
was
This
that
might be
supposed-
too
was that-
important.
was that
I don't want to
supposed to
do
be-
this all night. I don't want to do this all night, but we should look at the sword because the show is trash. The
You
show.
see it?
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
I
that.
see
No,
I don't
go
think
back
it's.
to it.
It looks like a. It looks like a.
No, it's
Andoril.
not.
It's
All right,
not.
it's not.
Okay,
Let's go.
we're going. Playing.
Yep.
Oh boy, more exposition. Here we go. So they're talking about. I guess.
Oh my
I don't
God!
know.
It's more exposition. It's all exposition. It's all exposition. She's telling you. She's talking at Gladriel, not Gladriel.
Oh, they're at the Palantir. Is that what this is?
Yeah, here it
Uh-oh,
goes. Here
they're
it is.
There
There it is.
it is.
Palantir. Yeah. Here we go.
Oh God, I hate this.
Okay. So yeah, they're besties now. So now she can show her this. Because she saw that her father was dying. Now she can trust her to look at a Palantir.
So
That
there's
makes
a
a whole lot of
secret.
sense.
Place your hand upon it. So now this is what we've seen, where Gladriel puts her hand on the bowling ball.
That looks like a
Oh
bowling
Jesus!
Wait, are they different?
This dialogue is too much.
I
Guys.
thought they were
This
all
dialogue is
connected. I
too
didn't think they
much.
were.
Uh-oh.
Click. What the hell? What the hell was that?
Revenge of the Sith again shot.
Wait, what? Wait a second.
Aw.
I didn't. Is that
So
what those
she-
are supposed to do?
So now she saw
Fuck this
Numenor
show!
sink on her.
Fuck this show! Yeah,
Wait.
Peyton McKay, fuck you, fuck Amazon. This is garbage.
I didn't think that's what those were supposed to do. I'm obviously not an expert, but
It's not, but that was my favourite scene, just because.
because she got swept away by the wave.
Fake out.
So we need to talk about what just happened. So let me show you what the Palantir did to Gladriel.
You want me to pause it?
No.
Yeah.
Look at what the Palantir did to Gladriel when she put her hand on it.
It's too bad it didn't really happen.
Yeah, I know.
I can't with this show. I can't. I can't. I can't.
Oh God.
We gotta fight the
Purple
evil. It's gonna
Valkyrie-
spread and kill us all.
Yeah. Now more. It's
Yeah.
all endless exposition between the female of POC and then the bitchy warrior Gladriel wannabe. It's just talking at one another.
She knows
She's
how
saying
it
she's
feels.
the only one who
God.
sees. Galadriel's the only one who truly sees.
Gladriel's
They
the
re-
only one.
They truly are about to become besties. Is this really happening?
She's like, I beg you, do not choose the path of fear, which I've heard.
I
But
shat
of
all over you
faith.
I shat all over you
Stand
since
with
I've been
me.
here.
Oh,
another stolen line.
Another
Another
stolen
one.
line! Oh my
Another
God.
stolen line.
Oh my God, this show.
Another
Remember
stolen line.
when they had the bowmen come to Helm's Deep and the elvish captain
God.
came up to Theoden and said, we fought alongside once before. We're proud. The elves are now proud to fight alongside men again. That's exactly the line that Gladriel said as an elf to the queen, the not queen of Numenor.
Who made Broomhilda queen bitch in this city? Like, why is she in charge of everything?
Wait, what are all these white people doing? It must be an elf of color. Why does he look like Wesley from The Princess Bride? Someone explain that to me.
Where's Theo? He's dead because he's in the
still
well.
in the
Still
well.
in the damn well.
So
he's still in this well, and I'm assuming that he's been in this well for 3 days while everybody else has been doing their thing in the various other locations.
Oh
But now
my
he's
God! He
coming
just crawls
right
out
next
and
to
the orcs are
Elf.
right there. Like,
Yes.
what is this?
He's
is
going
so
all solid
stupid.
snake now.
So Theo manages to crawl out of the well. It's now night. None of the orcs. The town is just littered with orcs, and none of them have seen him. Apparently, they can't smell him either. There's no man smell at all because he washed that off, right? So Theo is now hiding from orcs and limping. Why is he limping?
Stealing orc dialogue from the Peter Jackson movies, guys. They're even doing that.
And Theo is such a goodman, he makes sure he keeps stealing food instead of trying to save himself. So now he's stole more food instead of just running. Theo is now out in the open, still not getting caught. He's running right by the orcs.
It's like freaking Metal Gear Solid.
This is totally a video game. It's
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
that's exactly what this is, and I'll bring it up.
Oh, yeah, he did it.
What just happened, Steve?
He's hiding in the tall grass now.
Yeah. So as
These
soon as
orcs,
an orc
they're like NPCs in video games.
It totally
They
is,
are.
right? He jumps behind something to hide, to get covered, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
an orc pops out and just misses him as he limps away
Yeah.
with this thing
Yeah.
of bread.
This is like the first Call of Duty back on
Oh my
PS1.
gosh. Is this supposed to be heroic or something?
Oh, and he smirks.
Oh, he got caught, and they threw him in the
So-
door.
So the one orc that shouldn't know he's there catches him
Go-
from around the door.
Yep.
And this guy, of course, it's the same one that was looking for the sword.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna loosen your arms and lips. Ugh.
Oh, he cut his arm off. No, he didn't. Of course.
Oh,
Oh,
don't tell me Bronwyn's there.
is this a Rondeer? Oh,
Yep.
shut
Oh
up!
my God!
Stop it!
You show! Oh my God! Fuck this show! Oh my God!
And like you said earlier, Steve, where are all the other orcs that would have heard that tackle going
Uh-oh.
through the door?
This is slow motion in the forest. They're running in the
my
forest.
God.
Is this where
Dude,
we
that
see
town
Arondir
was
do his thing in the
God,
trailer?
I hate
That-
this show.
That town was.
They're using-
Oh, now jeez,
Slow-mo
the orcs
orcs.
are chasing him through a forest.
It's all
Stop.
slow-mo.
You guys pause it.
Here
They
comes-
all
here
have
comes-
bows. I'm
Pause
pausing it. I'm sorry. I'm pausing. They all have
Wow.
bows, but none of them are shooting them. Of course.
Yeah.
So what?
Well-
What does this scene remind you of? What elf was taking a small creature that was wounded through the woods? That was an elf that had music just like this, only she was horseback.
Oh God, Arwen and Frodo.
It's Arwen and Frodo. They're
God.
stealing the same type of vibe of them running through the woods, only it is the POC elf Arondir, who I'm guessing dies in this episode. But here we are. It's all this stolen 25% different iconography and scenery from the Peter Jackson movies. That's what this is.
Well, and so we're right back to stuff making no sense. So obviously, the head orc guy that's not an orc released Arondir to go somewhere to tell something to his people.
Yeah. But
And
you're
now the
pretending
orc.
the show has a plot that we give a shit about. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't mean to interrupt you, but it's impossible to follow.
Because it makes no sense. So they just let him go with all his weapons and stuff. They just gave him all his weapons back, and said, "Okay, go back to your people. Don't worry about it." And then he goes and starts killing more orcs, and then the orcs try and kill him before he delivers his message. So
They did
I
not
guess
think
they
that
don't-
the writers did not think this through.
No,
So
I didn't think they care. They don't care.
No.
They wrote scenes. This show is about writing scenes. It's about, oh, I like that scene from the Fellowship of the Ring. Oh, I like that scene from the Two Towers. That's all we're seeing. And then how can we make it 25, 50% different and add people of color and women in roles that were filled by men? Let's finish watching this damn show. I hate this show. It is
This scene is the worst.
insulting. It is
The
just,
scene is
it
the worst by far.
insulting.
all right, so we're at
0 catch.
48:56.
22 minutes
20
Oh,
left.
make it stop.
22:47 to go. Let's see if they shoot an arrow. I'm very curious. All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Slow motion.
they did shoot some
He
arrows.
catches the arrow just
Slow
like in the
motion.
trailer, and
Oh, yeah, there it is.
And he
Yep.
throws it back, or he
Yep.
shoots it back.
He
It's-
One
shoots it
shot.
back at the
Why
orc.
wouldn't he?
One motion.
Arrow whooshing.
He got an orc.
Oh, here we go. Now we're getting
Why-
the
why
same
wouldn't-
scene of Boromir. It's like Boromir.
Yeah. Yes,
It's
it's
the
Boromir.
same exact
Exactly.
iconography as Boromir. Yep,
It's the
he's
exact same
Boromir.
thing.
That's all it is. It's Boromir. Same thing. Yep, it's Boromir.
Oh,
Arondir
good.
is
Stop.
Boromir.
Oh my God!
Stop it.
Mother.
Stop it.
What?
Oh, please shoot her.
Stop it.
What?
The-
What are you
we're
doing?
back in this.
What?
They just
What?
happened to
Glaring.
find. Oh my God. Why? How? Oh my.
What?
Bronwyn appears out of nowhere.
Dude, he
Yeah.
shot all those arrows really quick.
God.
He's out of arrows now. The orcs are still coming. All these orcs were in the town, by the way, that he snuck through. Remember
they're
where
in-
those orcs came from, right?
Yeah, now they're in a clearing. They're out of the woods.
So, what are you holding your sword up for, dude? It's over.
They're
It's
gonna
over.
shoot
These
you if
orcs
they
are
do
gonna
anything.
come kill you.
Yeah,
Are the,
they're
e-
gonna
are
shoot
the
you
eagles
out
going
of
to come and
woods.
save
Oh,
us?
the sun. Are you kidding
They're
me?
wait-
Oh,
Stop
wait,
it.
it's the sun. They don't have
This
a problem
whole
with
sun thing
anymore.
is just. I'm so done with
Oh
the sun
my
thing.
God, the
Sometimes
orcs
it
are
hurts them. Sometimes
growling.
it doesn't.
Oh God,
They
this
can't
show
come
is
out.
Lost all their
my
bows.
ass. Oh my God.
So
Oh
orcs
my
lost all
God.
their
They're
bows in the
no,
forest.
guys, stop. They're stealing what happened with Gandalf in The Hobbit with the trolls, with the sun coming out for Arondir. And they're having multicultural wailing of a Middle Eastern nature while it happens.
Now they're shooting arrows too at the end. What? This is such bullshit.
It's like that song was
I
from Kingdoms
cannot
of
believe
Heaven.
this show. I cannot believe
Now
this
we
show.
see the Misty Mountains, I think.
This.
I don't get this.
Oh, it's Disa singing.
Now-
That's her singing.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
That was Disa singing. That was her.
So you know what's good right
Oh
after a
my
cave in?
God. Oh my God! I can't! I can't! I can't do this!
Elrond is there. They're all gathered. We see that shot.
She's doing a Middle Eastern like whale thing, guys.
But
Oh,
yeah, so
oh no!
Elrond is
No,
seeing.
it's true! Oh my God, it's true! She sings. Princess Disa sings, and that's how they find the veins of Mithril. Because the
shut up.
Mithril
Flee to the
rings
rocks.
with her singing.
oh god.
I can't with this.
So it was very so she's now thanking Elrond for being in the mystery cave, so Durin wasn't in the cave in.
You guys, I'm losing my voice, so I'm going to need you to describe it. I'm going to also losing my sanity because I can't with this show.
So Durin's talking to Disa about the vein. They're shutting it down because it's too dangerous to mine it. I don't know what the hell's happening. I wish I could describe it. He's just mad
These
about something.
pearls of
His father.
wisdom that they shoot out are just constantly bad.
Durin looks so weird all the time. Every time I see Durin, Durin's yelling about something, I guess. Even though they saved all the dwarves. Right, they saved all the dwarves. That's what he said, right?
Durin's
So I'm
mad
not
at
sure
his
what he's
daddy.
mad about.
He's mad at his daddy.
Oh,
Well,
is
he's-
that what...
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Daddy
mad
issues.
because he
He-
cares more about Mithril than he does the dwarves.
Yeah.
Yep, so he's also mad because he's now 6 feet tall in this scene, as opposed to 4 feet tall that he was earlier. There he is. I'm going to take you out, chat, and show you. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Look at the inconsistency of continuity. Look at this. That's not a dwarf, guys.
So-
that is not a dwarf. Again,
This is some more meaningless exposition conversation that is for
it's
nothing.
all this show is. It's only
Yep.
about scenes with exposition. That's all it is. There's no character development. There's nothing. Elrond's talking, by the way. Talking.
Yeah, okay.
Talking.
you said to-
Nobody gives a shit. Completely irrelevant. There's no
Yeah,
fucking
well,
plot. You just talk.
He's crying.
Fuck this
Elrond is
show.
crying. Elrond is crying.
Again, he's crying again. So more
For-
crying.
for-
They definitely have taken a page out of Wheel of Time. There's a lot of men crying and women being strong, because they're just talking about. I don't even know what they're talking about, and I'm reading it. I don't understand what this whole scene is about. And now Disa's happy because they had a nice little cry together, and Elrond's now going to settle a dwarf matter.
Okay.
Oh, now we're gonna get joking to break the tension. So now they're.
There was no tension.
Hey,
Only
Vay.
boredom.
Yeah, well, that's what they're trying to. Yeah,
She's asking
you're
how
not
they
wrong.
met.
So now we're
Something
back
about
to
a hill
joking.
troll on a hill.
Yet
So now
again,
we're-
the perspective. Stop. Yet again, there's perspective issues with the size of the dwarves. It's all over the place. None of it makes any sense. There's no continuity whatsoever. Sorry, go ahead,
Well,
Steve.
They're trying to do a Gimli Legolas thing with Elrond and Durin, and it's not working. It's just
He's talking to his
terrible.
father now, the king. I was stubborn. I was wrong. It's like, why don't you look at me?
He's dead. Is he dead?
I don't think so.
Oh,
No, he's
no, he's
not.
not.
Guys, it's not a TV show. There's no plot. There's no acts. There's no anything. It's just talking. It's just people talking and having emotional scenes. It's all this is. It's emotional scenes disconnected from anything.
Well, no, now we went from Elrond and Durin talking about nonsense to now it's the king and Durin talking about nonsense.
Dwarves don't act like this.
There's no plot.
Dwarves
You're
don't act
absolutely
like
right.
this.
Yeah, this whole episode has been just a series of unconnected scenes. There's nothing flowing through to tell a coherent story. None of the characters
It's
have
just
any
feelings.
relevance.
Yeah, we're literally getting feelings in a hallway in Khazad-dûm between the king and Prince Doran. It's all about feelings.
And Durin
is that throne?
Durin started crying too, by the way. So check.
And Gimli and Legolas activated. Gimli and Legolas trope
Yep.
activated.
Yep. That's what they're doing. It's clear as day. That's what they're trying to do. Does that make Disa Yoko?
That makes Disa Bill the Pony in my book. So the king told
Durin to go to
character is
Durin to go to
Linden.
Linden. So that's where Gilgalad, and they're going to have. I think they're going to have that feast that was in one of the screenshots.
Oh, there's
So that
Bronwyn.
means they'll be there pretty much instantaneously then.
Oh,
Guess who's
God.
coming to 11sies?
Oh,
Yeah, it's time to nibble on some multicultural elf goodness here by Bronwyn.
So is he actually here for a purpose? That's what I want to know. Oh, why is he giving the message to her?
What
she's
message
in
is
charge.
he given to her, Steve?
Is she really supposed to be the one in charge?
They have to swear fealty.
Bronwyn
to...
is the one in charge. I can't, Steve. I can't do this.
I don't understand. Like he sent like my brain broke. Like he sent to give a message. He gives it to her, and then he says they're coming to kill them. So why would the guy come and let him go? Brain is broken. It's not
She's
working
a leader.
anymore.
She's a leader of men, apparently.
Yeah, so it's literally they're making it mini Helm's Deep. That's literally what they're trying to do here. It is just the most basic bitch lazy thing I've ever seen. And of course, none of the men are on the walls. No one's protecting anything. This is obviously a matriarchy. And then that dipshit Theo has that goddamn sword again, and he's playing with it.
What did he do?
I think he just gave him a flask.
Yeah, I know.
So
but
now some drunk, lecherous old man just gave the kid a flask of booze.
Yes, and this is another scene that we saw from the trailer, isn't it, where he's talking to him.
Yeah. Oh, so now this old man is branded with Sauron's, the serial killer's mark.
Yep.
And he grabs him.
So it's no sword. It's a power. Fashioned for our ancestors by his master's own hand.
Wait. What is
Morgoth?
this crap?
You know what this is? This is Harry Potter. Remember when The seers started to have this vision thing in Harry Potter. It is the same
So
damn
so
thing.
so is this a Horcrux for Sauron now that Sauron has
Yes,
split his
it's
soul
a
into 8
Horcrux.
things?
Thank you. That's what it is. He's I
So now
can't.
Sauron
I
it's
can't.
not the ring that he puts his soul into, it's now the sword. So he's got a sword that does it. Like I thought Sauron conned them into making the rings of power to control them.
When is this episode going to be over?
If
I
he
can't stand this goddamn
like
show.
I don't understand.
Please be over.
Yeah,
There's a
look,
war
there's
eating
the,
eating an arm, and there's Benjen Stark again. Benjen Elf Stark.
yeah. Lord Father, you idiot that let the elf go.
So they've been looking
Galadriel
for the
again.
sword.
Oh god, Seabird's
So
calling.
there's your not warg eating an elf or a human arm because that was important. Oh Christ, the show isn't done yet.
What,
Nope.
what
Oh
else?
my god, the entire city turns out for Gladriel, who hurt the men, escaped from herself,
Right.
broke into the queen's chamber, violated all the rules. Now they're giving her a boat, and everybody's turned out like she's some princess. What the
Dude.
fuck am I watching?
Yeah,
Complete.
dude,
be
please
fair,
tell
I'd
me.
be really glad to see her go as
Please
well.
tell me. Please tell me Hellbrand's still in jail. She just totally effed
Oh.
off and left him in jail.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
pretty
effed
much.
off and left him in jail. She has no
Yeah.
F's to give. You know
See you
why?
later,
Because Hellbrand
sister.
is a penis. Hellbrand is a penis.
Let's stare at each
I
other.
can really do without
menacingly.
this terrible ethnic world music.
Don't
I
you
can
guys love
really do
the?
without it?
Don't
might
you guys
wanna
love
sit
the
down.
move armor on these Numenorians?
It's so
Oh, yeah.
terrible. Yeah. She
Is
might
that
want to
Diesel
sit
And there's
down.
singing
the-
again?
Probably.
It sounds
And there's
like
the
it, yeah.
princess. There's the person of color queen looking smugly, knowing her decision to set bitch Gladriel free is the best.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Is this where the wave comes and wipes him out?
I
And they're
want
like,
it to be.
oh
God
no.
willing.
It wasn't
Oh my
Galadriel.
god! Are you shitting me? She's in a glorified robot with a bunch of white men
What?
rowing
Dude,
for her.
the
That's
armor
literally.
looks so... Sorry, Salty. I'm sorry.
I'm not making this up. Does someone want to tell me what the fuck is going on? Like,
The armor-
literally.
Napoleon said something about the armor, and now I can't stop looking. It all looks so bad. Like they got little flabby tits on the freaking on the armor. It's like, what are we doing?
That did not originate with me. I've seen this in the trailer with the leaves.
Oh, we have the top shot again.
So this was a callback to the beginning of the episode with the leaves in her.
And she's freaking
dream.
out. She's like,
Oh god. Yeah, it's looks like a bunch of apple blossoms are blowing in the wind. So the tree is blowing in the wind, and the queen looks
Yep.
like she's gonna shit her pants.
Yeah, this is going to convince her now that she needs to fight with Galadriel.
So when the petals of the white tree fall, it's not an idle thing. Guys, please read for me. I can't.
Fateful hour in the destinies of men.
Destinies of
An
men.
hour of judgment.
judgment.
Each of us
Each of us, every
I
one,
can't.
must decide who we shall be.
Oh, jeez.
It's a woman speaking this, by the way. Our hearts become as the statues that surround our aisle.
I can't.
Yet beat with the blood of
What
the
is
heroes.
this?
So then there's the tired old white man in bed. The king is our valor confined to the graves of our slumbering fathers.
Oh,
Or is
and
it
he's
here?
inspired by his daughter's speech.
Hey, there's
how-
Hellbrand.
How did he get
How
his
did Hellbrand get
out?
out of prison?
How did he get out? How did
Who kno-
Hellbrand? Does anybody give a shit? Because I
No.
don't. I don't even care.
first fought as the rising sun.
Okay, so she's giving a speech like Hillary Clinton. It's that's what this is. It's Hillary Clinton and Numenor.
Please tell me she has a reaction to balloons that drop down.
She's just exposition. The queen is going to personally escort Galadriel back to Middle Earth.
And she's
It is
back.
girl power. It is girl power.
Besieged in the Southland, so they're going to team up with Arendelle. 10 days.
The ships they're sending an expeditionary force. This is so not Tolkien. It is so not
Oh my
Tolkien.
god.
It is multicultural girl boss.
What is this?
I don't know what this fucking show is. I don't.
Isildur is going to step forward.
Of course he is.
Yeah. Isildur just volunteered for the expeditionary
No, those are his
force.
buddies. His
Those are
buddies
his
volunteer.
buddies.
All right. I can't tell. They all look alike to me.
There we go.
There he is.
There we go. Isildur volunteered.
Make your daddy proud.
I will serve.
We've got
I will
I'm
serve.
Spartacus. I'm Spartacus.
Yes.
I'm Spartacus.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Spartacus. I'm Spartacus. I'll serve. I'll serve. Everybody's raising their hands like it's the Hunger Games. Everybody's volunteering. Oh, and look, the POC queen.
And she's still scowling.
She's still scowling. Fucking Gladriel is still fucking scowling. I hate this goddamn show.
I
hate
stopped
this
it.
goddamn
I stopped
show.
it.
I don't know. I hate this show. I hate this show for so many reasons. I didn't know what to expect midway through this season, but be under no illusions. The first 2 episodes were merely there, much like the Wheel of Time, to give the show for the cover for what it is doing now. And it is absolutely utter trash. This is worse than the Wheel of Time. I didn't think it was possible. What they have done with this show, I don't have words. I honestly don't have words. There is literally no plot to this show. There's no plot to this show. It's a series of scenes, having feelings in hallways, feelings in Khazad-dûm. That is all this show is. And then at the end, you have the big upsweeping, yay, we're going to do something. But nothing fucking built what was going to happen.
It's really hard to believe that Amazon, these guys competed against other creative or other ideas. How did they win $1 billion series?
Because they paid $1 billion and no one else
Yeah,
would.
because they paid it. Like none of it. None of it makes any sense. It's like I think it's Dr. Rachel Lindbergh said. Like yes, they became besties in one episode over why.
Mhm.
Like why are they big? Because she touched the Palantir. It's like no, because it's the most ridiculous thing. And now you have and I was like okay, now I'm gonna follow her because some. It's like okay, fine omens whatever, but it's just like. It's so unearned in this long, drawn-out speech that she's making. It's just like this is supposed to be the power moment that gets you hyped up for whatever. And it's just like, man, you are talking for a long time about nothing.
Yeah, to them, what earns this turn here at the end is the typical trope of prophecy. They ham-fisted this prophecy in about the Numenor getting destroyed, and it's going to be an elf that signals the beginning of that. And so now everything that unites afterwards is earned because they said, "Hey, it's prophecy."
Yeah. This, I'm going to say this when I was watching Wheel of Time. Steve, you were there. Nathan, you were there. Zax was there. Disparu was there. Every single one of us said, please, Amazon, don't do what you did to Wheel of Time to Tolkien.
Oh, yeah.
They have. With a much larger budget, this is the same incomprehensible, irrational feelings in hallways, girl power, intersectional shit turned Robert... Let me finish. They turned Robert Jordan into. And now... they don't even have to pretend to adhere to any plot at all because the only 2 episodes Tolkien was credited for was the first 2. Steve, take it.
Sorry, you went right to it. I think this is worse because they're just meandering all over the place. There's no coherent story. And look, I am not a Wheel of Time defender. You guys all know this. I hate that show with a freaking passion. At least, even though the plot was a mess, at least there was a plot. in Wheel of Time. It was, loose and very mushy and didn't make any sense, but it was there,
No.
and they were following something. This is meandering all over the place. They're trying to make up prophecy. They're trying to make these strong moments, and they're failing. And then worse off, they're copying its predecessors. You're getting, Durin and Elrond are going to be bad carbon copies of Gimli and Legolas. And there's Arondir's going to have his Boromir moment, right? I mean, we thought it was going to be this. It's just they're taking scenes from the movies and repurposing
Yes.
them.
And taking the lines from Tolkien as well as Peter Jackson's movies and giving them from people like Elrond and Aragorn to women in this show. Why? I hate that I have to say this again. I haven't said this since the Wheel of Time, kids. Here we go. Because this is intersectional storytelling. And men are either stupid or evil. And this is... I don't want to watch this goddamn show anymore. It's pointless. I mean, I will if we get the numbers on this. But this is a turning point for me where, much like in episode 5 of Wheel of Time, when they murdered that storyline, this thing has decided it's going to just make up bullshit. And you can tell they have nothing to work with, and they're relying on sitcom and Star Trek Discovery writers and writers for Hawaii Five-0 on CBS and a writer from Toy Story 4 to write the scenes and the dialogue for these characters, and you can see it. And it is effing cringe. What do you think, Nerdporial? You're a much nicer person than I am, and certainly much more handsome than I am. What do you think about this episode?
It was just I didn't follow it. The choice of dialogue, they were talking about feelings. They were talking about like they were trying to it didn't advance anything. It didn't advance the story. It didn't make me invested. I didn't care. And honestly, I'll be honest, I rewatched episode 3. And like I said earlier, it was boring as hell. I had to come up with some sarcasm to get my mind off of it. So, but that's gonna keep coming. I'm gonna keep thinking of quotes from great movies,
Yep.
and I'm going to apply them.
Yep. Agreed. And Dr. Rachel Lindbergh, your last quote was absolutely correct. I believe that entirely. And Sarah Garian, I think Doomcock is to be believed because I saw those same stories. We've all seen multiple stories on this. I've decided not to give this show free publicity by giving it constant hate for a lot of reasons. I think a lot of people on this current panel are in the same place. This show is beneath contempt. It is beneath contempt. And I will watch it live because I have to see what they've done. But I'm not going to make a daily video on this talking about the Rings power and all. This sucks. No one's watching it. Nathan, I don't know if we can actually, you guys, let's go to Nathan, your thoughts on the show. I actually have a screen grab of what you sent me, and then we'll go to Purple Valkyrie and then give our ratings, get out of here.
Sure. Yeah, this is a completely incoherent episode. The one scene doesn't go to the next. The acting, the scripting, none of it matches up. It's just people talking at each other, past each other, not with each other, having coherent conversations. The only thing that occurred in this is that they're going to the Southlands. They're going to the Southlands to go save the people there for whatever reason, and it's just an absolute mess.
Nathan, I'm gonna take you out. You're breaking up bad. Come back. So this right here is what I want to show everybody, and I'm going to pull you out, chat. We're going to bring you back. These are the actual demographics. I know it's a little wonky, but I'm going to close out StreamYards. I'm going to bring Nathan back. Nathan, talk to me. Let's see if it's any better.
Okay. Is that any better?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not at all.
So
Okay.
what we're looking here is, this is an article that Nathan found, and it talks about the most in-demand breakout series. Number 1 was House of the Dragon. Number 2 was She-Hulk Attorney at Law. And trailing House of the Dragon by a factor of 15 is it's not even Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Effing Power. There's no Lord of the Rings in this. There's no Tolkien in this. Nathan, talk to me, please.
Yeah. Is that any better?
Yeah,
Please.
100% good.
Okay.
All right,
I
talk
closed
about
down the other stream.
Okay, so talk about what this is briefly. Where did you find it? I already covered the numbers. Talk about it real briefly.
So this is an article. I'm trying to remember it's a subscription website, so I couldn't read the article, but it was produced or put out there by Clownfish TV earlier today, and they were just talking about how bad the response actually is to Rings of Power, even though Amazon's saying it's the bestest ever. They can't compare to a 15th rate TV show called She-Hulk, whose big delivery this week was the fact that she got a pantsuit. It's that's how bad this show is. It's not comparing to Marvel.
No, and I think what I want to look at is over time how this show compares to Loki, WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier. This is garbage tier level. It really is. Now they got some big numbers because I think everybody was interested in episodes 1 and 2. Same thing with Wheel of Time. They were interested in the first episode, and Amazon kept repeating Wheel of Time. Everybody watched it and all this other stuff. It's like, I don't know what they were thinking, but they said they wanted to make a show for everyone, for a large global audience. That's what the head of Amazon's marketing said. They
to
ended
reflect
up
our
making
current world.
Thank you, Nerdporial.
Not freaking Middle Earth, to reflect this world.
They needed to make that show. Yeah, they needed to, and Nerdporial, spot on. They needed to make this show for this large global modern audience. In the process of doing that, they fundamentally destroyed what made people love the Peter Jackson movies, what made people love the source material of Tolkien's books. They have made something soulless, one-dimensional, irrational, full of exposition, and we can sit there and go, oh, but they only had 110 pages of appendices and all this other stuff. You know what? You could have did something else here. I've offered many ways you could have did this. You could have taken various stories throughout that several thousand-year, 100-year history and not had it be this linear, mushed-together timeline of insanity that looks like CW meets The Wheel of Time meets, I don't know, bad cosplay from the Shannara Chronicles. That's what it looks like in this. Purple Valkyrie, we haven't got to you yet. Sarah Garian, you nailed it. This is cultural vandalism. Purple Valkyrie, what was your impression of this episode? Are we being too hard on this show?
If anything, I don't think you're being hard enough on this show. This was an absolutely awful episode. We had so much exposition and yet nothing happened. It's just scene after scene after scene of people talking, not pushing the plot forward, having no resemblance of a plot. What the hell are they thinking, and where did the money go? You had this graphic up that you found, and that you were talking about, just comparing these shows. These shows shouldn't even be on the same level because of the budget for this.
And the worldwide, multi-generational audience. All they needed to do was show up and make something not quite as good as Peter Jackson, maybe just a touch better or even a touch worse than the Hobbit movies, and they would have had something amazing. Instead, we get this.
Oh my God.
And I used to joke back in January and February, I said, God help us, if Amazon makes something beyond how bad we thought that the Hobbit movies were, we're all going to look at Peter Jackson's The Hobbit movies in a different way. I can tell you, I've just rewatched them. And I look at those Hobbit movies that I shit on before with reverence and gratefulness.
Yeah.
In Amazon, you have done the impossible. You have broken and destroyed a fandom that would have been very forgiving, critical, but forgiving, and you have alienated everyone with this because it is made for no one.
Well, it's like a Star Wars effect type thing going on now with this. Is this is so bad that you're looking back at the prequels, like the Disney sequel trilogy was so bad.
Exactly.
You look back at the prequels and go, you know what, I could do. That wasn't so bad. You know, the prequels weren't so bad. Now I enjoyed the prequels, but you know, it's one of those. You know, you look on it more favorably. I was just gonna say the exact same thing. This show is making the Hobbit trilogy look like the gold standard for fantasy television.
It's unbelievable.
It's ridiculous.
It's unbelievable.
I can't.
Yep.
I,
And you said
Go ahead, Purple.
And you said that they weren't making a show for an audience. What they are making the show for is themselves. That's it. This isn't to bring in a wider audience. This isn't to appeal to fans. This isn't to appeal to new fans. This is their ideology being pushed into Tolkien's world.
Scenes into scenes, and it's not even a story. They couldn't even write a story. There's no story here. It is a series of scenes, and you can tell it by the way when we had Elrond magically traveling from Lindon with Liberace back to Khazad-dûm. It's like snap. Elrond used the teleporter on the Enterprise with Dumbledore to go to Khazad-dûm. That's what happened, guys.
That's it. No, sorry. Legolas used the teleporter to get back to Gimli because they're buddies and they're going to be joking and having crazy hijinks, right? And then just the whole trope of just we have to the plot that does exist, which is very sparse. Don't get me wrong. You have to ignore your surroundings. There's 100 orcs there, but we managed to weave our way through and escape. Don't think about what happened 2 seconds ago. Concentrate on what's on the screen now.
Okay, I'm gonna put. Let me put it this way. There were some bright spots of this episode. There were no Harfoots. We didn't see any dirty Harfoots being assholes to each other, leaving each other behind. So that was beautiful.
Thank you.
B, one thing that I did notice I took away. Remember when Galadriel went to Muriel to get help? Remember when Muriel said, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." That moved me quite a bit.
Nerdporia, you're absolutely right. I you know what that means is we're gonna have all Harfoots next episode. This is just like Wheel of Time.
Oh, you're so
they
right.
have reverted back. Why? Again, who is directing the episodes? This episode 3, episode 4, and the next two Wayne Chi Yip, who directed the two shit episodes in Wheel of Time. They have 23, 24 made-up characters. All of this shit it's all over the place with all these made-up characters. They've divided the main characters up to fill the time with random stories that don't go anywhere. That's why we're only seeing scenes. We are seeing an endless bunch of scenes that appear to have been written by people who were theater majors in the 80s trying to copy Tolkien's works. They're not very good at it. It's not very good entertainment. In a way it's delivered, I swear to God, all Galadriel did was look like she needed to take a shit for the last 4 episodes. And she can't. That's what Galadriel looks like. I have never seen a more unlikable, wooden, one-dimensional character in fantasy writing, on fantasy cinema, or on fantasy screen ever. I have never seen a character like this before. Purple Valkyrie, you're a strong, independent female. Stop petting my hair. What is it like? What are you taking away from this? Are you feeling inspired by what's happening? And let's start winding up.
Absolutely not. No, they talk so much about representation and being able to identify with characters, because that's the big thing at the moment, isn't it? Being able to see yourself in these characters on screen. I am so thankful that I don't see myself in Galadriel. I can't even tell you, because she is so unlikable. It's incredible. How do you take this beloved character and just boil her down to this masculine archetype that no one gives a shit about? Nobody cares who she is.
Is she trying to be John Wayne? Because John Wayne didn't look like he needed to take a shit for 4 hours. John Wayne had some range. He was stoic, but he also had humor. There is nothing that makes Gladriel Gladriel. The other thing, and I will give my out of 10 rating on this one, they went out of their way to have Halbrand validate her and say that she's more of a warrior. This is Gladriel. This is Gladriel. She doesn't know how to be a diplomat. She doesn't know how to communicate gracefully. This is an elf that's 2,000 years old, married with 2 daughters by this time, but apparently she's just a warrior and doesn't know nothing about talking to no queens of color in Numenor. This is bullshit. I don't buy it. I'm not legitimizing this by treating it like it's Middle-earth anymore. This is the Rings of Power. I'm not going to call it Middle-earth. I'm pulling the Middle-earth map off of our intro because I am done pretending. You have lost me. It is over. This is bullshit. I will continue this death march with whoever wants to do it with me. But this is an abomination. It is some of the worst things I have ever seen since the Wheel of Time. Really. I give this episode a 1 out of 10 because there's no other place I can go. I'd give it a 0, but I can't. That would be wrong. This is a 1, and I begrudgingly give that. Steve, what do you rate it out of 10 briefly and why?
It's got to be a 1. It has to be. I mean, I give it a 0.5, but I mean, what sums up the episode for me is the extreme plot armor Theo and Arondir have. Arondir is let go for some reason to deliver a message. Then he goes to a town swarming with orcs that Theo manages to Metal Gear Solid his way through, literally like a video game, jumping behind stuff just before orcs pop up to kill him. So he Metal Gear Solid his way out there. He's about to die, and then Arondir also has Metal Gear Solid his way through the town. Nobody notices him kill the orc. He kills the orc. They make their escape. Nobody can shoot arrows all of a sudden again, even though they're standing still. There's a big difference between Damon running through things and getting shot with arrows and he still gets hit. They never get hit. They get to the town, and he's supposed to deliver this message. And who does he deliver the message to? Just some girl. Like, I mean, she's nothing to that town. He's just like, they're coming for us. It's like, what purpose does that serve? It serves no purpose. There's no purpose to any of that. It's like, go tell your town. It's like, you didn't tell anybody. So it's a 1. Sorry. It's just aggravating.
No. You're fine. Nerdporial, check private chat. You guys, I'll be right back. Go ahead, Nerdporial.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much what Steve said. I mean, just like you had the fast travel, you had the, you had the crazy plot armor, and just like the scenes were just not interesting. I don't know what's going on. I still don't care what's going on. I'm not invested. We're halfway through the season. We're halfway through the first season, and I'm not invested. I don't know where they're going to go. I don't know what they're going to do. I have no theories because I don't care enough about theories. So in this case, I mean, I'll give it a 3 out of 10. And the reason why I give it a 3 out of 10 is because there were no Harfoots. Yeah, because I don't know what they're going to do with the Harfoots. I don't think that's going to pay off at all.
If you guys watch more of Nerdporial's content, 3 is a harsh rating for him, man. So wow, I've never heard you give anything a 3.
Yeah, Nerdporial's a very nice person. He really is.
It's very fair.
Hey, I got an image to maintain.
I know, it's true. Hardcore gangster. Speaking of gangster, the one and only Amanaman Nethrin, who's got the snappiest, crackliest, poppiest mic in the world. I regret that because you have such great takes, Nathan. What is your rating of the show and why?
I'm struggling to give it even a 1. It is so incoherent. We don't know who or what Adar is. We have no defined leader in the human town, so it by default goes to strong female woman B. The Galadriel, and if she ever smiles again, it's probably going to scare the shit out of us, because she can't even smile when she gets her own way. It is it is a show completely bereft of anything that makes sense, of anything that is good. It's just the worst thing I've ever seen.
I'm on the same page. Taker 610, been hanging with us a long time. You've been a long time supporter of my channel. Thank you for putting up with me losing my mind tonight. I don't do it for effect. I used to get accused in my videos for Wheel of Time of you're just making all this up and being this upset. I don't have the energy for that. The show is truly despicable. For $2, Taker 610 says Adar let Arondir go and doesn't take his weapons.
Yeah, it's exactly that stuff.
For the exact same reason that they don't take Galadriel's dagger away from her.
Thank you.
They forgot. They forgot. It's like, oh, we
Mhm.
forgot the. Yeah,
Well-
that's why you're right. It's scene after scene. It's like, oh, we forgot the scene prior to that was him captured, and we forgot to take away his weapons because he was captured. Oh well.
It's actually worse than that because he didn't have the bow and arrow or anything when he was when he was captured. That means that he had to give his weapons back to him. It's worse than not taking him away.
He gave them back. Oh my god. Oh yeah. At least
You know,
Galadriel's
and
still
then,
hers.
well, and remember when Galadriel threw the 3 soldiers, the 3 guards, manhandled them into the cell? She used violence against against men who were not responsible for her incarceration. You know who was responsible for her incarceration? The Queen. The person of color Numenorian Queen was responsible as a leader for imprisoning Galadriel. But no, she gets to wail on the very Caucasian looking men because they're just men. Yeah. Purple Valkyrie, what's your rating of the show? And then why, please?
I would give it a 1. Yeah, if I could give it a 0, I would, but I will give it 1 point for the wave that took out Galadriel, because God bless that wave. It's as we said throughout the episode, it doesn't flow. It's just unconnected scenes of people giving big dumps of exposition, and I'm guessing that this is what happens when you have like 20 writers trying to write a show. There's no coherence, there is no crossover. I don't know where this is going because they don't seem to know what story they want to tell. They've run out of anything that they had that was Tolkien, and now they're floundering on their own. It's exactly what happened with Game of Thrones. I can see the rest of this season going in the exact same direction.
I don't have words. I don't have words. I've never rated episodes of television this low in my life. I have ridiculed Wheel of Time extensively. You could see maybe there was 10 or 15% of Robert Jordan's world and what they were trying to do. It was just so mutilated by agenda, bad casting, bad writing. In this case, they literally took $1 billion to make a show as bad or worse as The Wheel of Time. We were right. The Wheel of Time was the testing ground, and I have said this since October of last year, was the testing grounds for what they're going to do to Tolkien's world. And they've done it. And they've done it in a spectacularly CG-tastic way with one-dimensional characters, with stealing from Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, and with selectively, in my opinion, stealing from Tolkien and materials of Tolkien, again, in my opinion, they don't have rights to, but they're doing it anyway. And here we are, and no one's watching, no one gives a shit, and they're just going to call us racists and misogynists.
Zax, I'm sorry you're watching it now, my man. It's bad. It's really bad.
It's really bad, Zax. It's really, really, really bad. All right, you guys, we're gonna get out of here. It's 1:00 in the morning, my time. It's 2:00 on the East Coast. Thank you to everyone who's been in chat. Thank you to Taker 610 for the 2 super chats. Thank you to Daniel for the super chat. Thank you to Sarah Garian, to Punkwaddle, to Zax, to Michael Kennedy, Oh, we had porn bots. Somebody must have knew. Michael Kennedy reviews. Petty Speedy. The Peter Venkman fan site. Everybody who's been here, I'm tight. And of course, Dr. Rachel Linwood, the man eater herself. If I missed you, it's because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Don't take it personally. For those of you watching on Twitter, thank you very much for joining us tonight. For those of you watching us on the rewatch, please leave some comments below. We will be here for episode 5. I maybe have lost my marbles by then because the show is absolutely unwatchable. Everybody, I'm going to put links to everybody's channels. You have Prophet of the Dragon in the red shirt next to me. You have underneath me, but never underneath me, my equal entirely, the one and only Nuporial, Nathan, a man of Manethrin, the singular and wonderful, up at 5 o'clock in the morning in the UK, Purple Valkyrie. I want to thank you guys for being with me for just over 2 hours. Thank you to the chat. Thank you to everyone who's going to watch us on the replay. I had no idea they could make things this bad. I had no idea. I literally, there's no affectation in my voice. It's just heartbrokenness. I didn't think people could make something this bad and dare to associate it with J.R.R. Tolkien or Middle Earth. You guys say goodnight. Good night in chat. I'm going to have one more bourbon. Much love. Happy Friday. We will see you all again soon on our own channels as well as here on mine. Take care.
Good night.
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 Bye.
Good night.